Welcome. Thanks for checking out the video. Today we're doing an actual play of Heroes of the Borderlands. Let's see how this new starter set for D&D plays. You ascend a winding road through a forested and mountainous country. Ahead, atop a sheer walled stone plateau, looms a great and stoic keep. Armed sentries along the outer wall peer down at you, ready to welcome new heroes or repel would-be invaders. What are they looking upon? Let's do some quick descriptions, you guys. Finn, go ahead.
I am Finn. I am a young human, late teens. I'm only passingly familiar with Greyhawk, so I kind of picked the Kingdom of Nyrond as kind of where he's from.
Oh, so that makes him like a long ways from home. You might want to think about how he arrived so far west sometime.
He is a warlock, but he's not a traditional warlock where he has entered into a pact on his own. It's a hereditary thing. While he was working on his family's farm, his little familiar, the Sphinx of Wonder, showed up and started talking to him and explaining things. And he has been directed by his patron, who he doesn't know who it is, to travel this way. And he's just been traveling under the assumption he has to find or get something. Doesn't know what, though.
Okay, and just turned 18? Young?
Yeah, young.
All right. Next is Gim.
Gim is a dwarf rogue. A little bit of gray in his hair and his beard. Trying to find his own way, his own purpose. He was sort of abandoned at a young age. Found himself turning to a life of crime and has decided that, it was a high time to come into town and prove that he has more to offer.
Yeah, Niles is an orange-skinned tiefling, and he tends to keep a hood up to kind of like disguise the fact that he is a tiefling due to the sort of exotic nature of his origins. Wears heavy armor, like a chain shirt and like a broadsword or a long sword and a shield, and is sort of very soft-spoken with like a little bit of a gruffness to his voice, but he just kind of speaks very plainly and stands for justice and doesn't like seeing people get picked on.
And finally, Wallace.
Wallace is a gruff-looking man with messy black hair. He is around his 30s. He's wearing well-worn robes and commoner's clothing. Definitely not something reminiscent of a wizard. But he's a hedge mage from Hokok. His masters died early, so he's had to learn the wizarding ways in his own way. But you see that he carries two books. One arcane spell book, the other something he writes upon quite a bit, just jotting down details of the area.
So it's been a long journey for some of you, having arrived from the city of Hokok, some of you coming all the way from the lands of Nyrond, others of you traveling from other destinations into this borderland that exists in the eastern frontiers of the duchy. The Oitwood to the south, the Dim Forest to the north, the Rushmores to the southeast. Grimfell Keep is the keep that you're coming upon. Two stone towers flank an archway that leads into the keep. A sturdy-looking gatehouse spans the archway and connects the towers. A wooden drawbridge allowing passage over a steep ditch surrounding the keep is currently drawn shut. Two guards stand before the raised bridge. As you approach, one of the guards shouts out to the leader of your group, whoever's in the front of you. Maybe, would that be Niles? The guard cries out, "Hail! Do you bring peace or trouble?"
Peace.
The guards then yell to open the gate, and the drawbridge starts clanking down. The bridge lands with a thud at your feet. And
awesome.
On the other side of the gate, you can see an opening into, or the outer bailey, of the castle. It is late in the afternoon, almost early evening. The sun's nearly setting. People are kind of leaving their work, heading to a tap house here in the outer bailey, getting ready to close up shop. So if you want to grab some supplies or something like that, you'll have to probably move pretty quick. Looks like there may be accommodations to sleep here, but you don't know what they might be.
If I'm leading, I'm gonna just sort of clock the guards. They seem to be like city guard.
Yeah, two city guards. One of them is a little sleepy looking, kind of halfway nodding, and the other one's standing very firm, resolute. Seems like she takes her job pretty serious.
Oh yeah, gonna log that for later.
Mm-hmm.
And keep moving forward.
All
with the
right.
crew.
Wallace, anything special, or Father Niles in?
I approach the serious-looking city guard.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, old friend.
Hello.
Has there been any troubles lately? Seem to be quite stoic.
Yeah. Well, I heard a rumor of a Minotaur. And the man behind her jumps forward. He says, Minotaurs aren't real. They're just a myth told to scare little children from wandering into caves. And she shakes her head and says, I have pretty good reason to believe one of the people that came through here recently saw a Minotaur in the forest to the north of the road, just a few scant miles from here. Which way did you come from? She asks, east or west?
Oh, we came from the west.
Oh, so you might not have run across it. Be cautious if you travel further east than here.
Do you mind giving me a little bit of a description of this person you met?
Yes, he was a merchant, and he said he lost a guard. He had no guard with him, so I was suspicious of what might have happened traveling through these lands without any guard. He came and went about 4 days ago. He said he was heading back east. No one would go with him. I hope he made it. I don't know what his fate may have been. She describes him to you, an older gentleman in his mid-50s, grayish hair, balding a little bit on top, pretty portly.
Appreciate the info.
Oh, yeah. You guys looking for rooms? The guard behind says.
Oh yeah. Well, anything not too cheap, but not too expensive.
Well, you got the traveler's inn. It's got a common room, private rooms. If you don't have any gold at all, if you can't afford a bed at the inn, Cornflower, our barnkeep, she'll let you sleep at the barn. The hay's real comfy. And while you're having that
Maybe not
conversation,
cheap.
Finn, what do you want to be doing?
I'm actually trying to stay close to Gim right now, just with the mention of the Minotaur.
Okay.
I've never seen anything quite like that, so I'm
Mhm.
trying to look brave, but I'm also noticeably inching kind of towards him.
All right. And Gim, what do you want to be doing?
I think I will follow the rest of the party's lead in terms of trying to find accommodation at this point.
Very good. Any other questions for the guards, Wallace?
I just nod and wave them goodbye.
Okay. Coming through the gatehouse, they raise the bridge behind you, so the place basically it seems like they keep it secure all the time. And let me show you a little map right above where we're currently at of this whole layout of the place. The outer bailey's got quite a few buildings. It's got kind of an inner false wall just past the gatehouse right here, with an archway, and through that you can see a number of the buildings in the bailey. Looks to be a guild house of some sort, a chapel of some sort, a few artisan buildings. There's a smithy, looks like a couple shops, and past that you see the Traveler's Inn. And then it seems like most of the people who are here are either guards or related to maintaining the establishment here. Not a lot of travelers like yourselves. You seem to be alone, and people are all kind of eyeing you as you come through the gate, the ones that are around. And the barn is just to your right, and you can see the doors are open, and there is a halfling woman, maybe pretty young, maybe 18, 19, something like that, just covered in hay, covered in dirt, wiping the brow of her forehead with her, back of her hand. Looks like she's had a long, rough day. And her brow's kind of furrowed as she looks your direction, like she hasn't seen the likes of you in some time, adventurers or wizards or other such people coming through. So, where do you guys want to go?
Ooh, I was just looking at that, and I assume this would be cornflower here in the barn.
Cornflowers, that's what she looks like.
So maybe as we pass, Miles would say, we were given your name if we can't find accommodations. You should keep a tidy barn.
Well, yeah, I do actually. You're welcome to stay here. The Traveler's Inn's pretty expensive, and if you're down on your luck, I understand. Keep the hay clean.
Well, hopefully it's not that expensive, but we don't have the deepest of pockets.
Yeah.
Honest adventurers looking for some coin and looking for some adventure.
Okay, well, if it's too much for you, come back. I'm just kind of closing up, and I'll be up for maybe another hour or so. Before you go, someone let my goats out. If you see any goats around the Bailey and you bring them back, I'd really appreciate it.
Ooh, yeah, how many?
There's like
just any
4 of them,
goats?
I think, missing.
Yeah, we can keep an eye out for them.
Okay, thank you. Are you guys going like further to the east?
See, if we work in this Bailey, I see. We break to the east, or if we go right or left, kind of thing.
No, I mean like from the keep. Are you going further like into the forest along the road?
Oh, yeah. Looking back at the crew, thinking about the Minotaur, will say, yeah, we just might be actually.
Okay, well, stay on the road and don't go down south into the fens or the tamaracks down there. I heard they are overrun with giant spiders.
Oh, tamaracks and giant spiders.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound very amenable to what we're looking for.
No.
Yeah, we'll keep away from the tamaracks.
All right,
Appreciate
so
that.
from the barn, you can basically walk around the north side of the barn or through the archway in the false wall. And that takes you right in front of the guild house, which is building number 10 there, or right in front of the chapel, which is building number 11. To the left, you can see is the smithy. You can hear the clang of iron on anvil, and looks like there's one helper there that's kind of just stowing stuff away for the night.
Tom, I think
Go ahead, Tyson.
I thought I'd seen a goat as we were passing through the gate.
You did see a goat. Yeah, it was just south of the gatehouse, you think.
I'm going to kind of like tap on Gim's shoulder and be like, I think there was a goat behind us when we first came in here. She said she was looking for her goats, wasn't she?
You did say that. Maybe it's worth double backing if we can round up that one. At least that's one down.
I got it, and I kind of like scamper off towards it.
Okay. You have no trouble getting the goat to follow you wherever you want to lead it?
I'll bring it right back to her.
Okay. Oh my God, thank you so much. Down to 3. And
I give her a big smile and then try and join up with everybody else.
And Finn, you can get inspiration, but you already have it, so we'll give it to Gim.
I have inspiration. Awesome.
Yeah, you're human, so you get to start with it in the new rules.
Nice.
All right.
So exciting.
Now where to? And does anyone else want to do anything before we move on? Wallace or Gim?
Well, we have a lot of time before you take a nap. I'd say we tour the keep.
All right. Niles, where you want to head to next?
Yeah, if we're kind of in front of the guild house, I think we just kind of turn in front of the smithy and just keep pushing forward past the provisioner shop.
Okay. So you head toward the smithy.
Mm-hmm.
The smithy, you can smell the stench of hot smoke as you get close, and the sound of clanging metal filling the smithy. Lit by the orange glow of a forge, there's a dark-haired dwarf there, pounding a molten ingot, the last one of the day, probably at an anvil behind a low wooden counter. Sparks fly with every strike of her hammer. She has a helper who's kind of putting away things for the night.
You said this is a female smithy.
Yeah, and she looks like... I got a picture over here. There she is. There she is. Anyone want to talk to her, or you want to just move on by to the next place?
Kim will go up to her and sort of leave the hood of my cloak up, but kind of ask her about, in a whisper, if she's heard about this rumor about Minotaur.
Minotaur. That kind of spread like wildfire over the last week. There was some merchant who said he saw one that his guard was killed by one. Yeah, I heard that. Every now and then adventurers like yourselves come back from a place called the Caves of Chaos that are close by here. They, one of them returned with a magic weapon, but most of the time they don't come back at all.
Well, I see you're packing up for the evening. Thank you for the conversation.
Oh, and mind the oozes. I've had a number of weapons brought back to me like half melted. There must be some sort of infestation of monstrous oozes around that Caves of Chaos.
I'm gonna let her be, but take a look around. Do we get a sense if there's any sort of items that stand out, potentially like on display? Or
you guys all note for sure. There's not a lot of items for display. It's like she's making a lot of stuff, but it's not here for sale.
That seems kind of odd.
I'll directly ask her about it. I'll say, where's all your stuff? Where? I'm like very like
young lad. I used to sell arms and armor to would-be heroes like yourselves, but I heard reports of foolhardy adventurers falling victim to brigands and monsters. I shrugged those stories off at first, but last winter, the Custodian's forces were thwarted an assault on the keep, or they did thwart an assault on the keep. And after the onslaught, I was sickened to find out that many of their weapons were mine. So I don't provide weapons to adventurers anymore. I am give a few to the trader, and then most of them I give to the Custodian.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't want to arm our enemies. I mean, not that you would fall in the caves, young adventurer.
Fascinating. How recent was this attack?
Last winter, and now it's getting toward late summer, early fall, so almost a year ago.
The guard seems to be still uptight. Clearly
Well, yeah, there's some new goings on. At the time, everyone thought, oh, that's it. You know, the organized bands from the dim forest have been pushed back, but now there's rumors of this cave system that adventurers have been coming to. Are they sent by the Duke? I don't know how did you guys all get here? And none of you were sent by the Duke, as an aside. You just arrived here on your own.
I know, just loosely affiliated, traveling together for safety and companionship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they say there's treasure in that cave system, and I've seen some gems brought back. I've seen some magic brought back, but I've seen more groups not return than return. The Castilian here, he's talked to one group. One group did pretty good. Even sponsored an expedition for them, but they again didn't return after a few forays. I think he's getting a little uptight and probably wants to mount an assault on the place himself, but probably wants to gather some information first.
Where would we find him?
Oh, he's in the castle, of course, in the fortress, in the inner bailey. Normally, no one's allowed in there if you're not a part of the military.
Have you seen any goats walking about?
No. I think I saw one walk down the street, though, not too long ago, heading to the west. She points down the street to a building that looks like it's got a sign on it. You can actually even see it on the map here, like a little money changer sign over there. Looking down that direction, you don't see any goats, though. To the across the street from you, you see private apartments, kind of a row of private dwellings. And one of those private dwellings also has a signpost out in front of it. It looks like it is maybe a jeweler. So you got a jeweler across the street. You got a money changer down the street. Next building over is the provisioner's shop. If that's all, I need to close up for the night, the dwarf says, rather brusquely.
Yeah, appreciate the information, Callista.
You're welcome. I hope to see you again. She kind of shakes her head a little bit as she turns. Where
Give a little nod.
Where to now, gentlemen?
Well, to the west, she said there was a goat.
Yeah.
Are we on
Yeah.
If you head down the street to the west, the first place you'll pass is the provisioner shop to your right. Then ahead and past that is the trader's outpost. And then to the left of that is the bank.
No,
See if
no goats in the bank.
All right, you walk on over to the bank. There's a flight of steps that lead up to it and a door there. Let me just move you to a map of that. So the one-story bank, it sports a teller's window on the inside. This assumes you've gone in. Let me wait until you go in. There's a flight of steps that go up to a door.
Well, gentlemen, I don't have much coin on me, but if you have business with the bank, go ahead. Wallace will keep an eye out for any stray goats while
Okay.
his friends do their business.
Yeah, I'll keep you company. I have a single gold coin to my name.
I don't think Gim's fared any better.
While the four of you are discussing if anyone's got any money to even go into the bank, around the corner of the west side of the bank comes a goat. He comes trotting on over.
Give him a whistle.
Yeah.
And,
He pauses about maybe 15 feet away from Niles. You can see the two
Okay.
goat-horned individuals sizing each other up.
yeah.
The goat sees the challenge. He raises up on his hind legs and then charges forward to headbutt Niles.
Ooh.
Niles,
Oh yeah.
what do you want to do?
I'll drop a shoulder and try and take the charge.
Okay. Yeah, you're well versed in combat yourself, and you knock the little goat to the side. It scampers a little bit and then just goes prancing up the steps.
Oh, into the bank.
Not into the bank.
Yeah.
The door's shut there. But when he gets up to the steps, he's like looking back and forth and eyeing you guys, like challenging you to walk up those stairs.
Yeah, I'll follow. He's
Wallace makes the shard on his staff glow, trying to tease the goat, like
Trying to lure it, type of thing.
by trying to lure it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
As you're doing that, Niles is stepping up. The goat charges at Niles again, trying to knock him off the stairs. And Niles, you can make a opposed strength check or athletics. You can use your athletics for it. Actually, make it a DC 8 athletics check.
Okay, let me see. I need to change my setup here. Oh, here it is. DC Strength Athletics. Oh, I may need to log into D20 differently. I don't see the buttons. I saw them earlier, and now they're not
Oh,
here.
interesting. You can just do /R space D20, and then log in later.
Okay. /R
space D20.
20. So sorry. Oh,
I made it. You're strong. You knock him aside. He stumbles, and then he's entranced by Wallace's lit up staff. And Niles, you can have inspiration.
excellent.
Niles, you think you'll be able to lead that goat wherever you like?
Okay, I'll ask the crew where they think they're headed next, and I'll walk it over to the barn while they
All
make
right.
the decision for the next move.
Very good. Cornflower was very happy to see the goat back. You get some strange looks as the wizard leading the goat by his magical glowing staff. Niles, Finn, Gim, where you plan on going while he's doing that? I'm going to ping you back to that big map so you can know where you're at.
Maybe we check the Traveler's Inn. just to
All
see
right.
what
The Traveler's Inn, yeah, it's right over here. And
Yeah.
that way, Wallace can meet you back there. You've returned 2 of the goats, and Wallace, you'll return to the party at the Traveler's Inn, which is right over here. My setup's going a little bit slow too. All right, so the Traveler's Inn. You can smell soap and lavender as the door opens. If you go in, I assume, right?
Yeah.
All right, the front door
Wallace
opens.
goes in.
It opens to a lobby staffed by a stout dwarf behind a lacquered wooden counter. There's a shiny call bell there on the counter. The stout dwarf walks around the counter to greet you all. Greetings, he says. Are you looking to book a bed for the night?
potentially, given fair prices.
Oh, prices are fair for sure. 1 gold piece for the night for a cot here in the common room. And you can have your own
Does that include a meal?
No.
I look at my solitary gold coin.
I'll scrounge something up for you, laddie. And there's also some private rooms for any of you if you're more wealthy. 5 gold pieces for the night. Got a room all to yourself.
Ooh.
A little steep.
Yeah, little. Perhaps we need to adventure a little more before we come back and patronize your fine establishment.
Well, do come back when you have coin to spend. I'll keep a bed warm for you. You look around the beds in the common room there, and you see a dead bug on one of the pillows. So, not the best, cleanest place.
Barn is looking better and better.
Yeah. Okay. So now, when you come back out of having talked to Haldrick, did you have anything else to ask Haldrick or talk to him about?
Seen any goats?
No, I haven't seen any goats. You asked about food though. Right next door is the tavern, best food in the Borderlands. And you talked about sleeping at the barn.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. He mumbles something about cornflower. Right next door is, and I'll reveal this for you guys, is the Drunken Dragon. The Drunken Dragon's against the wall of the Outer Bailey there, and it seems like this is where most of the people kind of are congregating within the Outer Bailey. And then just to the east of you is, of course, the Guild House. Draw that on the map for you. And just a little bit north of the Guild House is the chapel, and not a lot of people heading into the chapel. Although maybe you see like one person going in there to say some prayers. So where do you want to go from here?
I'll let the kid. Yeah. Go ahead.
Why don't we find the goats first, then we can celebrate with some warm food.
With some bottomless soup? Yes, please.
All right. Wandering around looking for goats. What establishment you want to hit next?
On this side of town, I guess I could wander towards the chapel if we want to split up or stick together. What do we want to do, guys?
I'm fine with the chapel.
Okay. The chapel it is. I'm going to reveal a lot of these different areas for you. So over to the chapel. You come over here. There's a door on the west side of the chapel and a door on the south side of the chapel. You just saw a couple go in through the door to the south.
Yeah, maybe go in that same door, like kind of knocking.
Okay. You see the couple sitting at a couple of the pews near the front of the chapel. The chapel itself doesn't look very denominational. It's not like it's got one specific deity really worshipped here. It's lofty, very majestic to it. There's rows of benches facing the altar at the end of the spacious worship hall. Above the altar is an enormous stained glass window of a sunrise. So if any deity is worshipped here, it's probably Palor. As you are walking into the place, the couple's kind of looking over their shoulder at you, and the wife's whispering, and the husband's got his arms over his shoulder, like, don't worry. And the east opens up, and a priest comes through. His face is white, and his eyes are big, and he has like a startled expression on his face a little bit, not looking at you. And he's kind of like looking down at the ground, and he shuts the door behind him with the on-purpose closure of the door. And then you can see he kind of steels himself for what he has to do right now, which is probably attend to this couple that's in the church. He raises his shoulders back up, he puts his chest back out, and he walks on over to them. He sees you as he's doing that, and he kind of puts a finger up like, wait 1 second, as he goes over to them. He brings the two, he asks them to stand, and he asks them to come up to the altar, and they both kneel, and he puts his hand on their hands on the altar, and he begins a ritual. It seems like let's see, who of you is trained in religion? Anyone trained in religion?
No.
No.
Thought about it and didn't.
Okay. So none of you are real sure what the ritual is. Maybe the closest person to know anything about it might be the paladin, but still not real familiar. It is some sort of blessing that he bestows upon them, and you can tell he's a little shaky in doing it. Probably whatever he saw outside that eastern door is still going. He finishes up the ritual. The man and the woman look at each other, brows furrowed, like, oh, what was that? Like, that wasn't a real blessing. And the husband kind of ushers his wife to head on out back to wherever they came from. And then the priest looks at you guys and says, what can I do for you?
Kind of noting his demeanor, this kind of in hushed tones say, Maester, I couldn't help but notice something seems to be troubling you in this place of worship. And I kind of show my prominent sun, like I have like my holy symbol, which is the sun.
Well, it's good to see a fellow member of the faith. Yeah. Come with me. I'll show you what I saw. He leads you past, there's like a trap door in the floor. He leads you past that, leads you to the door that goes outside. The church on the outside is butted up against the wall between the inner and outer bailey of the castle. And when you go out the door, you look around the corner into kind of the little nook there, kind of out of sight of the rest of the outer bailey. A gruesome sight is there. There's a goat, but it looks like its head has almost been ripped off. Blood is everywhere. Flies are flying all around. And it looks like the blood of the goat was used to vandalize the temple itself with a strange symbol. I don't know what that is, he says. I don't know who would have done this. Do you know what that is? Any of you trained in Arcana?
Oh, Wallace should be.
Wallace, okay. Wallace, you recognize the symbol. It is, you all can tell what the symbol is. It's a large bell. Large bell drawn in goat blood. And it is a symbol of the cult of chaos, Wallace, an omen of future turmoil for this area.
Oh, this is strange. It's a symbol of cult of chaos. Somebody in this town is spreading fear in this townsfolk.
Oh, I don't know. That's not good. The former priest here, Iblis, she's gone on sabbatical, but she has a large collection of books. I have them down in the offices below the chapel on all manner of subjects, even occult rituals. I think I might have seen something like this in one of those books. Oh, this is disturbing. I should tell I should tell the Castilian.
Sir-
I'm sorry
Sir
for the
Whaley.
distraction. Is there anything I can do for you?
No, we came here to this place to see if there was anything that we could do for you. So, would you like us to take this information to the Castilian on your behalf?
Oh, yeah. Watch out for Shannick, though, the sergeant of the guard. He's a little hard on the recruits and probably will rebuff you. I might have to do it myself, actually. I can let them know that you're here and you offered to do it. Might put in a good word for you with the Castilian.
Would appreciate that. I'll introduce myself as Niles.
Niles.
Paladin of
Niles. He's looking under your hood. Niles, what ancestry are you, Niles?
Valor. I don't know exactly. That's part of my. That's part of the reason why I've sworn myself to the light. So I'd like to find out more.
Well,
Is an orphan?
we can all find out more about the light, and I would not let others see too much of your ancestry. They're a superstitious lot around here, but I'll put a good word in for you with the Castilian and all your
I
friends,
appreciate-
especially you, sir, who seem to know about these arcane matters. What's your name? Saying
Wallace,
that to
good
Wallace.
father.
Wallace. I am Fazir. My name is Fazir. I'm the the head priest here. Ever since Ivlis left, I'm the only priest here. So if you need anything, we have a couple flasks of holy water. I can healing magic if you need it for some donations to the church and its upkeep. I can even bring back the
Absolutely.
dead if necessary. That is a very strenuous ritual and requiring much in the way of magical components, however.
Well, if
And
there's
if you
anything that
don't
we
mind-
find, yeah, go ahead.
If you don't mind, good father, whenever I have time, I'd like to peruse those books you mentioned.
Okay.
Could help us dealing with this thing.
Yes, you're welcome to peruse them. It's getting late now, though, so I should probably close up. You're welcome to come back sometime during the day.
Of course.
All right.
Well,
you found three of the goats so far. 3 of the 4.
Yeah.
I'm very pale right now. I'll go tell Cornflower.
Okay.
She's like, "Oh my god, I don't know who did this. I don't know who let him out. If we find out who let him out, maybe you'd know what happened to him. But this is horrible."
And I'm sheet white right now. I am clearly rattled by what I saw.
Yeah.
Have
you guys found lodging? To stay in the loft. You're probably hungry. You're probably starving. You want to go get some food too?
That would be great.
I think we are going to take you up on the loft.
All right. Well, let's go get something to eat first, and then we'll head back, and you can sleep there for the night. So she'll lead you over to the Drunken Dragon if you guys are ready to head that direction.
Perfect.
All right. So you get to the Drunken Dragon, which is just north of where you're currently at. Yeah, I'll drag you all up there. There are some people out and eating at the tables that are outside. The night's cooling down pretty quick, though. What looks like maybe a barkeep or proprietor of the establishment is actually out on the front porch, looking toward the east, looking toward the gate of the keep. Looks like he's looking for someone, potentially. He sees you and Cornflower coming. He says, hey, Cornflower. You haven't seen my niece, have you? And she says, "No, I haven't seen Malin. I'm sorry." He shakes his head, and he heads back inside. She says, "Malin's his niece. Her mother passed away some time ago, and he's been taking care of her. She kind of is taken with wanderlust, though, and always is kind of exploring around the lands around here. And I always tell her she shouldn't go out there anymore. It's getting too dangerous, and he does too. And she hasn't been back for a couple days now."
A couple days.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So, the Drunken Dragon. You see the prices for the food. The proprietor of the place there, Umbrusk, he is back behind the counter when you guys come in. There's one open table. There's a platform where people are free to go and try to play music or spin tails or the like. The place is full of off-duty soldiers, off-duty workmen, off-duty kind of support people around the keep, all gossiping and talking about rumors and stuff like that. And you guys can either spend a gold piece to have a meal here, bottomless soup for a gold, roast fowl for a gold, spend more if you want to have something to drink, but there's water, of course, for free. If you don't buy anything here, you'll need to mark off 1 ration for the day. And when you go in, Gim, what do you want to be doing?
Gim is going to go in and spend the 1 gold to sort of support the establishment. And as I go in, I'd like to just sort of get a sense of patronage this evening. You know, who's in there, what the overall ambiance is like.
Okay. You can hear everyone kind of chit-chatting and talking and spreading rumors and gossip, and some of it includes about you 4. Umbrusk is there at the counter, and he comes and gets your food order. So while you're doing that, Wallace, what do you want to be doing?
Wallace sits on the counter,
Okay.
and I order honey mead and some good stew.
Okay.
And while doing so, I lean close when Umbrusk approach. Good sir, we heard that your niece hasn't come back yet.
Yeah, she's been gone now for a couple days. She walks the trails outside the keep. If you meet her, tell her to come home.
Do you know of any specific areas she normally goes to?
Well, I tell her to always stay within sight of the keep, but I think she more and more has been traveling further east along the road and into the woods to the north.
I see. Well, we are headed there at some point. We will make sure to keep a lookout.
Thank you so much. And also, I have had food orders that have gone missing along the road. More and more, I'm afraid there's bandits of sorts around these lands. Ordered a cake recently for Melon's birthday. It hasn't arrived either. That's what you're doing. Niles, what do you want to be doing?
I did neglect to figure out my gold situation prior to this. I imagine we're not flush.
Probably not flash. You might have a few coins though.
Okay. I will also order like a simple, some honey mead and like a fowl just for the night, and just kind of, I'm going to be very, very subtle in the corner, especially after the priest's warning.
Okay.
And keeping an eye out for anybody of rank, like sergeant or.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you don't see a lot of people wearing rank in here. You see deference to a few individuals, so one of those may be higher ranked than the others.
Yeah, just going to be keeping an eye on those guards. And,
Got it.
See if there's anything of note among the guards in here tonight as they sort of get, various states of drink. Like,
yeah.
If there's any gleaned.
Yeah. Well, you can definitely glean stuff. They're spreading rumors like crazy. You could talk to anyone you like and probably pick up five untrue ones and 1 true rumor.
Good to know.
Finn, what are you doing?
I'm just going to sit down, kind of head on a swivel, and not out of any sort of suspicion, more just eyes wide open. And I'm going to get myself a bottomless soup, spend my singular gold.
Okay. All right. There's more of that on the house if you guys find my daughter, my niece, he says. And Wallace, he leans into you and he says, another thing to watch out for. There's some, I think, goblins in the area, and I had one of the merchants that came through tell me that one goblin phrase to watch out for is Bree Yark. Bree Yark means we surrender. I don't speak goblin. Any of you guys speak goblin?
No.
I do.
You do? Bree Yark most definitely does not mean surrender. It means attack.
These crafty goblins are always looking for victims.
Mm-hmm. All right. You guys can pick up a couple more rumors while you're eating your dinner. The Keep's banker, you hear Quink has been having trouble with the break-ins recently, and for the right price, the outer gatehouse guards will let anyone into the Keep. You hear that. And finally, you hear about how Callista, the Keep's blacksmith, doesn't forge weapons anymore. And your meals are average fare. They're filling, though, since you haven't had much to eat for the whole day. Cornflower, she shares... What else does she share with you? She says, what happened was horrible to the goat, but I saw some adventurers bring back a few weird animals, and one of them had turned like the glands of this giant fire beetle into like a glowing cave lantern. I thought that was pretty cool. They said they got it in the caves, somewhere in the lower caves, they said. And that's it, really, for the night. You hear a whole bunch more rumors that you're pretty sure aren't real or aren't true. Nothing else really to glean of any note before it gets light. Cornflower says she invites you to follow her. She'll lead you back to where the hayloft is, and she'll see you in the morning, bright and early, when the goats wake up. So anything you guys want to do in the night?
We'll make
Or
sure none get out during the night.
Okay. There's one goat
So
left.
Before before the
Just-
party sleeps, Wallace makes sure to tell everyone what he learned from Brusque.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna say to everyone. So we were looking for goats, and then we were looking for cultist symbols, and the tavern's niece is missing, and the Minotaur's in the forest, and there's goblins on the road, and there's missing food and cake deliveries, and there's glow beetles in the caves. Is there anything else this place has?
And with that, good
It's
night.
quite a lovely place.
Oh, let's
Middle of nowhere.
not forget the guards letting people in for coin.
Right.
Yeah, who
Sure,
knows
sure.
who could have come and gone. All right.
So we got a triage in our hands, guys. Which way do
Yeah.
we want to go?
Another thing, in all the rumors you heard is that the lands to the east of here, you think these caves that everyone seems to know a lot about, but no one ever seems to return from, somehow are maybe 2, maybe 3 miles east of the keep and north of the road, the trade road. And people tell you don't go south of the trade road. That's the fens. That's the tamarack stands. Even Cornflower said don't go there. There's giant spiders there. And to the north is the forest. The very, very edges of the dim forest is to the north. And I have a map of all this. Let me share that with you.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, and a map of Cornflowers. Hayloft. Okay, so here is the map of the wilderness around. You guys are on the western middle of that map at the keep. The trail heads east about 2 miles, then turns north. And then just where the trail goes off the map to the east, about 2.5 miles away from here, 3 miles away from here, is what is, you think, the location of the cave system that everyone's talking about. Bends and tamarack stand to the south, woods to the north.
We think this. Do we think this might be a 2 birds with 1 stone, as the Minotaur, and also it's like the Needs and the Caves of Chaos, all in that region to the upper and east? Seems like they might all be fairly closely related.
All right.
Maybe even some
On your trip
goblins on
on
the
your trip
way.
back to the barn, or when you get back to the barn, the last goat trots in through the door behind you.
Ah,
I nudge Cornflower. I say, hey, found the last one.
All right. The night's uneventful. You wake up way too early to the sound of bleating goats. Not bleeding goats, but bleating goats. And yeah, you're right there by the gate to leading out of the place. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
Well,
I
don't
think the
imagine
most
by much.
mo-
Yeah, go ahead.
I think the most imminent threat is these accidents in the northern road. Things missing, the niece also missing, and that merchant getting attacked.
Yeah, I would say if we're going to triage things, we should look for the niece. That's the first thing we have where somebody's out there in danger.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Okay.
Allan, we heard went east and north.
That is right. That is right.
Towards the caves.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I think cave word seems to potentially
Yes.
solve a few of these.
I think you're right.
Yep.
All right, off on the
Let's give it a
trail.
go.
So just to the let's see where you guys all at. There you are. Move you up onto a trail map. So this is the road east of the keep. You head out from the keep in the morning, pretty early. The sun is rising in the east and just lighting up the whole eastern flank of the keep in bright sunlight. Wispy clouds are high in the sky. It's going to be a pretty nice day. Not any big bad weather coming in. This keep is impressive. The Duke must have spent a lot of money from their mines in the Crystal Mist Mountains on this keep. It is definitely an impressive one. It is like the bastion of the duchy on its easternmost flank. So you spend a lot on it. On the road, you guys are traveling east about halfway to where you think these Caves of Chaos might be. A couple miles away, 1.5 miles away from the keep, so not far. When you come across just an abandoned-looking wagon sitting there in the middle of the road. You can see it right here. No one else is around.
Damaged, Not.
No one else is around. It's not damaged. No.
I'd like to try to take a look as far as I can, suspiciously, just making sure that this is not some sort of, we've heard of the goblins and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of danger in the area. So
Yeah.
I want to make sure that we can take a look inside this cart without any injury.
Okay.
Possible.
Yeah, you're on high alert. You see no signs of ambush. The wagon stands on the trail ahead alone. No driver, no horse anywhere to be seen. Nothing lying in wait. Yeah, go ahead.
As we get a little bit closer, I'm
Mhm.
going to just whisper to my familiar, whose name is Kitty.
Kitty,
and I'm going to
okay.
ask him to fly up and just see if he sees anything. So as we're he's not going to go ahead to scout for us, but
Yeah.
as we're going, he's just a bird's eye view for us.
Very good. Yeah, you get to the wagon. And those of you who are searching, who wants to search the wagon?
Wallace is looking not at the wagon, but I'm looking around on the ground, checking for tracks.
Okay. Wallace, you're one of the first ones to find something. You find some boot prints. Not abnormal on the road. You find boot prints here and there, but this one is abnormal in that its heel is monogrammed. And you can see the letter P as in Paul clearly in the boot heel impression on the ground, where there's some soft ground near the wagon. And let's see, Gim, what are you doing?
I'll take a look inside the cart.
Okay. Yeah, the wagon holds supplies, it looks like. It looks like it's got animal feed inside of it, bales of hay inside of it, maybe some sacks of, looks like flour. Quick search through there. You find stashed in one of the sacks a purse. It had a little bulge on the outside that didn't look like flour. Indeed, it's not. It's actually a purse with 12 gold coins in it.
Whoa.
You just find 12 gold coins. What are you doing, Niles?
Niles is also very wary of, attacks and traps and things. So I'm going to be kind of listening for any sort of like bird sound or listening kind of on the trees to see if there's any disruptions in sort of the natural
Yeah. Between your overview, Gim's alertness, Wallace's search for tracks, you all would surmise that this wagon was definitely ambushed by, you think, bandits. From the foot traffic there, and the horse seems to have been taken away to the north. You don't know what happened to the driver, but you can definitely see horse prints going to the north, and some of the bandit prints going to the north as well. Not real fresh though. They've been gone for some time now.
Is there any other? You said there were food supplies, or there's just rations?
Yeah, it's animal feed mostly. Animal feed, bales of hay. There is some flour, but it's just raw flour.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really edible for you guys.
Yeah.
And there's no blood stains or anything like that?
No, doesn't look like there was a big struggle. An ambush for sure, but there was no one fighting back. It doesn't look like.
Niles is going to get dirty and get under the wagon and just see if there's anything kind of stashed or something. Something seems weird, like a false bottom on the wagon or something.
No, a good careful look. There's nothing underneath. No, nothing hidden away.
Very odd. To the north. Do we want to push north and see where this horse went, guys, or keep going the direction we were going?
Doesn't hurt to take a look. It's not that far north.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't go that far. Looks like the tracks lead on into the woods there to the north of you.
Ooh, I'm going to pull a shield out just in case we run into something. Anybody want to go forward with me? And
I'll go with you.
Yeah.
I will follow, but at a safe distance.
Yeah.
So the bandits look a little wily in that they led the horse to the north where there's a small stream running through the forest. Then it looks like they led the horse along the stream, and it'll be quite a journey and a search to find where they took it out of the stream. So they're covering their tracks pretty good. They're not your average bandits. But that does take you to the edge of the forest. And if we look back at the map, you arrive basically right around in this area here before you lose them at the small stream that they cover their tracks with. You can continue in and explore more of the forest or do what you like, but you're not going to be able to track them, it doesn't look like.
This is good to know. Double back and
Okay.
Let everybody know we got
Yeah, maybe on the way
high
back we can.
performers. We got some high performers.
High performers.
Yeah.
All right. So now continue on to the east. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Settle.
All right. You get a couple miles to the east. The trail turns north. It begins kind of winding up into some higher terrain between some cliffs to the left and the right of you. And then you get to a location that you would say feels like this must be near these caves that everyone's talking about. The woods here are kind of twisted and gnarled, and just everything's a little bit more quiet to the west. Just a kind of a feeling of dread and foreboding that direction.
And these are the caves, the cave area. Is that what you're talking
You're
about?
you're on the trail right about here when you see this gnarled wood to the west of you.
I think we should keep the. I'm going to kind of direct Finn away from that side of the road.
Okay.
To the opposite side. Keep him on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just kind of maybe Gim and I can set up like a left flank if it's to the west of us as we sort of travel.
Yeah, head into the woods.
I think so.
Yep.
We're gonna
Okay.
caves.
Yep.
Okay, you pass through the dense forest of gnarled trees, the roots kind of grasping at you, the woods twisting as if to ward you off. Finally, though, you emerge from the tangled thicket into a stark ravine. Its rocky walls rise steeply, 100 feet or so above. Several dark cave mouths pockmark the walls of varying heights. The air is stale and quiet. Got a picture here. There's some denizens shown in this picture. You don't see these denizens, but it gives you kind of a feel for the caves. You do see the cave mouths of various sorts. Among the rocks and dead wood that litter the ravine's floor are the bones of animals and explorers, picked clean by scavengers. Vultures leer at you hungrily from barren branches. Let me draw out the location for you.
Great art. So good.
So at the ground level, there are, looks like maybe 4 different cave mouths. One to your right, a couple to your left, and one a long distance away down the ravine. Let me move you guys over to the ravine. So here you are in the ravine, and if you zoom out, it's quite large. You'll see a cave mouth to your north, pretty close. 2 cave mouths to the south, slightly further away. And 1 cave mouth all the way at the end of the ravine. These all at the ground level. And then higher up to your right, above the cave that is nearby, is one pretty close. And then further away is another one. Ping those for you. Zoom out, you'll see 1 cave mouth up on a higher level up there. Okay. 1 higher level up here. That's the closest cave. We have to climb a little to get to it. This is the closest cave at the ground level over there. Another higher up cave over here to your right. Another higher up cave further along to your right. Right up over here. The ground level cave. Another higher up cave above it. This one being right up here. A higher up cave. So you have the 2 caves to your left at the ground level and one above them being... all the rest of them, then I'll ping them. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
Higher up one over here, higher up one over here, and a higher up one over there. So let me ping back to where you're standing. You guys are all standing here in the ravine. So where do you want to go?
I'm feeling paralyzed with choice here.
Yeah. But you said there were 2 close on the left.
There's the closest ones to your right. Then there's a couple close ones to your left.
Okay. Are there any tracks? Because I know we're
There
also
are. There's
looking for
lots of
mallee.
tracks kind of crisscrossing. Looks like small humanoid tracks mostly. Some small and clawed tracks. Some bigger tracks. Like maybe... You don't know what minotaur tracks would look like, if they're hooved or if they're shod or what they are exactly, but there's some big tracks, like something that weighs hundreds of pounds. Here and there, yeah.
Okay. Well, if we don't have any other choice, I say let's take the ones on the right, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, if there's nothing immediately to differentiate them that we can see.
Not really, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not really.
Then I would say once good as any other.
So
That seems perfect.
the cave to the right, the closest one to you that you get to is this one. And the mouth of the cave, it has a tunnel made of hard-packed earth leading into the darkness. And the cave, though, within it echoes with the high-pitched bickering sounds, overtopped by a loud bestial squeal now and then. Not unreminiscent of some of the hogs in Cornflower's barn, but more than that, more than just a hog.
Ooh. Well, does our friend who speaks Goblin? Do you recognize these voices?
They might
Or
still
the-
be a little too far.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't recognize them, but you recognize them enough to know that they might not be goblin. What languages does everyone speak here? We got Niles, who speaks Draconic, Dwarvish, and Common. We got Gim, who speaks Dwarvish, Elvish, Goblin, Common. Okay. No, Wallace speaks Goblin as well, and Orcish. And then Finn, you speak Gnomish, added to that list. You know, Niles, it sounds most like Draconic to you.
Yeah, I think if we want to fight a lot of little guys, we can go in this way. How do we feel? If we want to try our chances with the 2-ton potential Minotaur in one of the other caves.
Well, I think this is as good a cave as any. We'll go quiet and careful and see if we can find the niece in here.
Okay, I like
Yeah.
it.
All right.
We probably need some light. I can
I can cast light.
I can enlighten one of your weapons. Give us some light.
Definitely. If you want me to walk up front, you can do it on the long sword I carry, and that'll be
Well,
as torch as any.
Or do it on your
Well, as
shield.
the
and have-
staff glows once more, as it casts light on Nal's shield.
Perfect.
All right. Where to, Niles?
Okay, I think if we're gonna pick right, we're gonna stay right, and we're gonna go to the right once we get in.
Okay. Go ahead and put your guy up at the intersection, the square just south of the intersection. And the rest of you can take your march order when Niles gets to there. All right, Niles, I'll have you make a perception check. DC on the perception check is a 12.
Okay, I do have the buttons now,
Nice.
but
Wisdom is the button you're looking for. Make sure you have unchecked alphabetically sorted token actions so they're in the right order. Look at that, Niles. Niles reaches out a hand to stop you guys before you fall into a pit. Crudely camouflaged. A tarp crossing it with some, a little bit of pieces of dirt on the tarp. And I'll put it on the map layer so you can see where it's at. Right there. Niles stops you just before you step onto it. There's enough room to walk carefully along the edge and not fall in. With a good running start, you can leap across it even. You think it's about 10 feet across.
yeah, I'll jump first then.
All right.
And,
So Niles, put your guy on the other side. Everyone else, put you guys where you want to be when Niles gets there. Someone else can jump across in parallel with him if you like.
all right.
I'll go off with Niles.
Go for it.
Trying to do it by arrows. Let's see if that's gonna work. Yeah, maybe.
There you go. Yeah, normally you can use your keyboard arrows to move. All right,
Yep.
so put you guys where you are when Niles gets there.
Wallace follows the ledge. He's not
Walk
athletic
along the
enough
edge,
for,
okay.
right.
I'm going to move you back, so you're like right here, Wallace. Following the ledge, just behind Niles. When Niles, a figure steps out from the dark recesses of an alcove to the northeast of you, you can see some bones on the floor, various creatures' bones. But this thing that steps out into the light, it is a small dragon-like humanoid, scaled skin, horns, dagger in hand, and it takes one look at you. Its eyes get big, and it looks like it might break for it and maybe throw a dagger at you as it does. So let's roll initiative.
All right.
So you did roll initiative, Wallace. You click your token and click the, there you go. You got it. Right. We won't roll for the Sphinx. He'll just go right after you.
Okay. I wasn't sure how you wanted to handle that.
Yeah, it'll go right after you. So you do your whole turn. When your turn is done, then you can start doing its turn. Once you start doing this turn, you can't go back and do any part of your turn. So, Finn, you're first. You see this kobold, he's like got his dagger raised up, getting ready to throw it at Niles and getting ready to run. Niles, your light shining up the passageway to the east a little bit. Here's a good picture of this guy that's facing you.
Yep.
And let me draw about how much you can see down that hallway. You can see about 20 or so feet down. There you go. To the west, a room full of refuse, it looks like, and it even smells pretty bad that direction. Okay, Finn, what do you want to do?
So I'm like climbing along the edge here, and I'm pretty startled by this kobold.
Yeah.
And kind of like exclaim in fear, like, "Oh no!" And I cast.
Ooh, okay. The kobold ducks underneath the blast. It smashes into the wall behind him.
Tragedy. And that is, I will move a touch forward, and that's kind of what I got for now. And then I will direct Kitty and say, "Kitty, get it!" And 2, 3, 4. He will fly over and use the help action.
All right. The kobold ducks underneath the kitty, tries to shoo it away, moves to there, hurls his dagger toward Niles, missing you wildly, Niles. 1, 2. Goes running into the darkness, yelling in Draconic. It sounds like he's yelling, "Help, help, help, help," Niles. And
Boy. Okay, this would be my turn.
yeah, Niles, go ahead.
Yeah. So I know there was a trap already, so I'm going to be moving forward, but looking for traps. Kind of shield up, and we'll move forward to see how much help he's getting. Or
Light spell radius is 40 feet. Am I right on that, Dim?
Yep.
Okay. All right, you're able to see. So you can stop. Stop there. When you get to there, you can see out into looks like another chamber it's opening up into. And that kobold has stopped in front of another kobold and is, of course, yelling for help. And that other kobold was standing right here.
I can see him.
He heard that coming,
Yeah.
but he's not quite ready to act yet. It looks like he's going to go after all of you. So, Niles, what do you want to do now?
Well, he did try and attack me. I think this is on. So I think a firebolt might be in order. Yeah, see if I can hit the one that's calling for help. Ooh.
17 strikes him. Down he goes with 9 fire.
All right, that's my turn.
I'll let you guys describe the killing blows or the wounds you do or the attacks you make. I'll just say that, it does damage or drops them. You can fill in as much more as you want, whenever you want. After Niles comes Wallace.
Wallace, moving closer, just trying to get a better view of the situation. I stay over here. Niles, you see any more of them?
One more.
For now, I will hold position here for now. I will dodge.
Dodging, okay. Gim, your turn.
All right, I'm going to go 5, 10, 15. I assume from here I cannot see that kobold,
You can
right?
just get a glimpse of him. He's got some pretty good cover from there.
Okay. I'm actually gonna double move.
Okay.
That's cool. Right here.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
That kobold waves, like follow me type of wave to someone around the corner you don't see. And then he darts forward low, trying to use kobold combat techniques on the dwarf, trying to stab you in the kneecap, stab you in the ankle, stabbing at you with his dagger. You dodge it easily enough. But this harrying attack of his is going to make it hard if others come and attack you as well. And you can hear more coming, and that'll be the end of that round. You have one kobold in your face, Gim. You hear more kobolds behind him in the room beyond. And the first to act is one of those kobolds in the room beyond. Comes running into the light of the light spell and Niles' sword. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Teaming up on you with the other kobold. Doing his dagger attack on you. 14 this time, enough to connect. Doing 6 points of piercing damage. And then the next kobold to go. Niles, you hear something you hope you heard wrong. You think you heard in Draconic, "Get the dragon." Are you here with us, Niles? You're muted if you're talking. Hey, Niles, are you back? You're muted if you're talking. Anyway, I'm sure he'll convey that to the rest of you. The kobold said, "Get the dragon." Then Finn, your turn.
Okay, I'll finish crossing and take a shot at that one.
Fire away. Armor class would cover 16. Oh no. That finishes that kobold.
Kitty, quit loafing around. Oh, I can't get far enough. All right, it'll hang out there. It's a good double move. But
flies over there. Okay. Niles, are you back with us, Doug?
I am back. So sorry.
You heard
Yep.
You heard one of the kobolds around the corner say, "Get the dragon," in Draconic.
Oh,
And it's your
no.
turn.
Okay, I definitely tell everybody that. Oh, they said they're getting a dragon. And I'm gonna run up and try and longsword this guy by Gim. Oop, I'm off the map. I'll swing away with him as I sort of slash out.
He ducks underneath.
Oh, yeah. I hold my position. Yep.
Wallace, your turn.
Wallace keeps hugging the wall here as he finally sees the kobold, focuses his attention on it, and as he writes arcane sigils, the spiral of flame erupts at the beneath the kobold. Cast create bonfire.
Ooh, okay. You can see a little bit more into the room there now as that kobold's got to make a saving throw, 13 dex save when you cast it, or it gets hot beat, tries to get out of the coals of the fire that erupts underneath it, does not succeed, takes 3 fire damage. Next kobold to go. One you can see now is he's going to come rushing down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and try and use their kobold tactics to distract you. The one in the north doing that, the one in the south therefore getting advantage with his dagger strike on you. Not enough to get through your heavy armor though. Gim, your turn.
All right. I am going to aim at the one right in front of me with my short sword.
You connect.
That is a 15 for 4 piercing. I don't get sneak attack, right, on this, because he's not really...
Your sneak attack, I believe, is if you have an ally adjacent, right? Non-incapacitated ally in 5 feet of target. So you would.
Yeah. Okay, so 4 piercing plus 4, so 8
8,
total.
that drops it.
And then I'm going to go ahead and move up next to this one here.
As soon as you get to there, you can, the light's not shining in there. So you see the shadows of the corner of the room there. You hear some kobolds there, but you don't see them yet.
Okay. I'll relay that information back to the rest of the team.
All right. One of those kobolds comes rushing out of the darkness toward you. 1, 2, 3, 4, stabbing at you with his friend, distracting you. Striking with the advantage attack with his dagger. 13, though, you just dodge out of the way just at the last second. And that's the end of that round. We add a couple more kobold combatants to the fight. Now that they're adding that. Next to go is that guy. Okay, so he's going to come 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He comes running around the corner, striking at the dwarf. Low, slashing strike. 6 piercing damage as you were distracted. You struck in the back of the leg. Then, after that kobold, is Finn.
I'm going to take another blast at that one. 14 to hit. Wait. 16 to hit.
And Gim, I'm pretty sure right before we broke, you got hit. Is that right? I don't know if you got that damage on your token.
I don't recall. My apologies if that's the case.
Yeah, it might have gone too fast, and I apologize too. So actually, right before
if you wanted to tell me what the damage is.
Yeah, right before I'm back, you took 6 damage. So this strike takes you down to 0.
Yep, so I'm down.
Okay, so you see that, Finn, if that changes what you want to do this turn.
Sorry, Tom.
Movement to get up
No
there.
problem. I was going pretty quick.
I don't have enough movement to get up there. So no, it's not going to change what I'm doing this turn.
Okay. So you do an Eldritch Blast on the one...
Which is the one who took him down?
The one that took him down? Yeah. It's actually this one right here.
Okay, that's definitely the one I shoot then.
Okay. He's got cover.
No.
You're going to throw a Blast of Ingenuity to add 2 to the roll?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll make that hit. Doing 6 damage? No, 5 damage.
5.
Got it.
Don't have hex up. And I'll send Kitty forward, and Kitty will use the help action.
Distract the one to the south of Gim?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna put Kitty just in the wall there, because otherwise Gim won't be able to get to his token. Okay. So Kitty's flying over Gim's head, distracting the one to the south by Niles. Niles, Gim is lying on the ground beside you, dying. Kobolds cut at his legs badly, blood pooling around him. What are you doing?
I am going to try and kill the ones that are trying to kill him, and then push past them, be the bigger target, so they don't attack him on the ground. So I will slash the one in front of me. I think I have advantage on that.
Yes. Advantage on this first attack, yeah. Ooh, and that helped. That distraction. And that took it down.
Yeah. Okay. And and I'm going to push into the space past where that guy just fell as I sort of like cut him down, and I'm gonna try to make myself much more dangerous as I sort of move behind these guys to become a bigger target, hoping that they are more concerned with the sword at their back than the guy on the ground. And,
Okay, and your light of your lantern or of your light spell reveals more of the cavern here. Draw this for you. There you go. You can see there's a doorway at the back of the cavern that's just slightly ajar right now. There's a big pile of, almost looks like a yard sale pile of, old furnishings and such. There's bedding along the eastern wall there. And Wallace, your turn.
I refocus my concentration towards this kobold that downed Gim, and again, flames erupt beneath his feet.
He dances and dodges and tries to get out of the fire, gets an 11, doesn't do it, is burned up for a little 1 point of damage.
And I just keep taking cover here. That's
okay, then the next kobold's going to go. This is, you hear a struggle, Niles. You hear kobolds cursing. You hear a bestial scream/squeal/roar. Kobolds cursing about that. You don't see any of them come out of the room there. And then, Gim, you're dying on the ground there, blood pooling around you. You got a death save to make. You click your token, click the A14 button. It'll roll a death save for you. That's a success. So you're hanging on to life. Put a green 1. I just did it for you. In the future, you can track your successful death saves with that. After Gim comes the next kobold. This one is also cursing and struggling with some big bestial thing there, Niles, in the other room. And then finally, the kobold that's here with you. It has a dagger and its friend adjacent, so he's going to attack you with advantage, Niles. 14, though, does not get through your armor, and that's into that round. Next round. The kobold that's almost dying, sitting there in the bonfire. Bonfire. When you cast it, or when they enter it, or in their turn. Okay, so if he ends his turn here, he's going to have to make another save. So he's going to have to get out of dodge. He's got that flying cat over his head in one direction, Niles in the other. No way to get out of here without provoking from one of those two. So he's going to do it. He goes to there.
Does the cat get a attack of opportunity? I know familiars don't normally get to attack, but the warlock ones are a little different.
We'll say no until you know for sure. I think you might be right.
Yeah.
He'll
think they do.
Yeah, he'll step up to there and he'll strike at Niles with advantage. 11 still doesn't get to the paladin. Finn, your turn.
Okay, I am going to run and slide up, and try and like in a panic, try and pat down the wounds to try and put pressure on it. And in doing so, accidentally cast Cure Wounds.
All right. The breath of life returns to Gim. And then, you're familiar?
Oh, right. He's just going to harass that one.
All right. Then, Niles, you got advantage on the one to your northwest.
Yeah, then that's the one that has to take a longsword, I think. As I hear Gimme gasping and coming back awake, I'll strike down, try to chop him down the top down.
15 is enough to connect. 9 points of slashing drops that kobold.
Yep, and then I will push up into that space that he occupied as I sort of am stepping on kobolds and moving through. And that'll be my turn.
Your turn.
Seeing my party move forward, Wallace steps forward, again focusing its attention on this kobold, making flames erupt at his feet.
He tries to dance away from him. Oh, he does. It looks like successfully dodges them, takes no damage from the fire. Kobold's turn. You hear more cursing and arguing, and then Gim, your turn. That cursing and arguing is coming from the slightly ajar door to the northwest of the room ahead of you.
Okay. I'm going to get up, which is going to take about half my movement, move here. And I think I can still make it here and slash at him with my short sword.
Mm-hmm. And that wings with the number 1 on it, Finn, that's how we can indicate altitude for your for Kitty. So a 1 would mean he's 5 feet above the ground. So the dwarf, you could have just gone straight underneath him.
Oh, okay. Good to know for future reference. Okay. I will slash at him. That's an 11 for...
He dodges out of the way of your attack. Don't forget to take off your prone marker.
Yes. And that's my turn.
Okay, more kobolds arguing and struggling in the chamber beyond the slightly ajar door. The kobold here at your feet says, "Where's that dragon?" in Draconic, and he's going to withdraw on his turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or disengage 6. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Throws open the door, strides through it. You can see a little bit of the chamber beyond. You hear a screech, a reptilian animal-like screech from that chamber. And Finn, your turn.
Yeah.
I definitely have like a brief moment where I like look at the blood on my hands and then look at Gim, and I'm kind of like surprised that I brought him back up, and then I'm going to. Oops, that's not what it says.
When you get to there, you can see. Well, the chamber's dark. The light from the light spells. Do you have your own light spell, Finn?
I never got to vocalizing that I cast it, so we'll say no.
Okay.
The method came I was going to, but then we just kind of moved on.
I think we kind of were, and I think you kind of did say.
Yeah.
So let me light up what you would see. So you can see a little bit into the chamber. The very far back of the chamber is in kind of shadowy darkness, but there's a glint, kind of a metallic, coppery glint coming off of something back there from your light. You can't see what it is, but there's 3 kobolds in the chamber, all trying. They have like 2 of them have like a rope that they're trying to like nudge a dog that doesn't want to move with the rope. They're trying to pull on it. You don't see the dog. Whatever's in the back darkness of the corner is what they're pulling on. What do you want to do, Finn?
I'm going to throw another Eldritch Blast at. Oops.
And that door is open. So yeah, you have a clear shot of that guy in the doorway. Oh yeah, dropped him. You're on fire.
Hot roll.
And then I'll take a step back. Kitty to me, and he's just going to perch on my shoulder for now.
Niles, your turn.
Yeah, great shot, kid. I'll move. If so, then I'm gonna fire a firebolt through the door and try to hit one of them.
Fire away.
Okay. As I say that, I lost track of it. There it is. Let's see if it can go.
He ducks underneath it. It lights up the room behind him as it streaks over his head. And now you can see the back of that room. You can see what's back there. It looks like this as the firebolt streaks over the head of the kobold. You see that in the back of the room. It's the size of it's the size of a large like monitor lizard, like you would see, maybe 6, 7, 8 feet long, coppery scaled little dragon, and it's screeching and fighting at a rope that's held around its neck, kind of like trying to hold back like a dog doesn't want to go on its leash type of thing.
Oh, it's just a baby. We gotta get this thing.
I want it.
Yeah, I'll tell him it is a cute little draglin.
After Niles, Wallace, your turn.
Wallace hugs the side of the wall here, seeing no enemies about and only darkness behind him. I turn around, just focusing my attention here with my flames, making sure that I have vision here.
Got it.
That'll be my turn.
Got it. Yeah, you light it up with your hellish light, and nothing's coming for you right now. The kobolds, they look back at the dragon, they look at you, they look back at the dragon, and this lead guy drops the rope and runs over to the dragon while the other guy's got the rope and is like trying to prod it out. And the dragon's screeching and fighting, not too happy, but also getting really aggravated. That's the kobold's turn. Gim, what do you want to do?
All right.
So that kobold's
Gim
kind
is
of
going
all the way
to-
back in the darkness now, so you can't hardly see him back there at all anymore. Back to you, Gim.
Gim is going to walk up and turn to Finn and give him a nice, like, half smile as a token of appreciation, bringing him back up. Keep walking up. I think I can only get to there.
From there, you can see one kobold at the edge of the darkness, and you hear a struggle happening in the darkness in the back.
Okay. I'm going to take out my short bow and try to ping this kobold that
Fire
I can
away.
see.
Oh,
That is a
wow.
21 for 9.
It drops to the ground, lets loose of the rope. The other kobold gives a little screech, and that's into that round. Now we have one new combatant. First person to act. Finn, what do you want to do?
I don't see the dragon. Oops, that's not who I just put him here for now. Cave. I don't see anything.
Yeah,
in
your
there.
light
Do I-
basically just shines to about where I have lit up.
of course it does.
40
All
feet
right,
from you.
let's take another step forward.
All right. You light up the back of the cavern. Let me draw out what you see here. There is a kobold basically trying to like wedge itself in behind the dragon here and shove the dragon out towards you guys. The dragon's getting really frustrated looking. You don't know what it might do. What do you want to do?
Does it look so? It doesn't. It's not acting like it's trying to get out to us.
It's been let loose of its ropes. You can see it's free to move. The kobold's trying to shove it toward you guys. It's getting really mad. It hasn't come rushing toward you at all yet, though.
Okay. I'm gonna go close the door. Close the door.
Mhm.
You hear more struggling happening, more screeching, more fighting. Niles, what do you want to do?
Niles is very curious about this baby dragon and wants to see if there's a way to like soothe it, or but I guess I'd have
Yeah.
to open the door.
Hold
to do
on
that.
just a second. I'll be right back.
No problem.
All right, back.
Considering, yeah. But if I was gonna soothe the dragon, I imagine I'd have to open the door, get in there. So I'm gonna let everybody know and be like, I think this is a baby dragon. We might be able to soothe this dragon down, and gonna start sort of like speaking calm words in Draconic, like through the door.
Okay.
Like, it's okay, little guy. You know, kind of just like you would with like a dog that you found on the street.
Yeah.
You know.
You hear there's like a struggle going on, like a fight inside.
Oh, this poor guy. I can't. This poor little dragon. Okay, I gotta. I'm sorry, Ben. Get back from the door. I gotta help this poor little dragon thing. It's just too cute.
Eyes wide. I'm like, but it's a dragon.
And that's pause there. You guys have taken enough time to talk that you lost your opportunity to walk in this round. Wallace, what do you want to do?
Yep.
Wallace steps forward, unsure of what is happening. I heard somebody said a dragon. There's a dragon past this room.
And
Just a baby.
the kobold's striking at the dragon. 16 to hit the dragon. Ooh. The dragon gives a screech. And then Kim.
I'm going to, against my better judgment, stow away my weapons, and sort of cautiously move towards the dragon. The dragon.
Okay, the door's shut right now. You can step forward and open the door.
Yes, I'll do that.
Okay. You open the door to see a struggle happening as the dragon is turned on the kobold. The kobold's fighting for its life against the dragon. The kobold actually just stabbed the dragon. You can see some blood coming from the dragon on the kobold's dagger.
Okay. I'll go ahead and. You said I was able to open the door, right, Tom?
Yeah. So you carefully stow your weapons. That's free. Then you move to there, open the door. That's an action, and then you have the rest of your movement left after that.
All right. I'm gonna take the rest of my move to get as close to the dragon as
Go
I
for it.
can. So
Go for it. Ben, that dragon looks dangerous. Your friend's gotten close to it. What do you want to do?
I'm going to take a pot shot at the kobold behind it.
Okay.
Clearly, if we remove the aggressor in the situation, things will be fine.
Kobold's got cover. Armor class 16 is your target number. The Eldritch Blast crackles over its head. The dragon's still all consumed with rage at the kobold. It tries to rend it again. Ooh, does. Rends it badly. Tearing kobold scales. Not enough to kill the kobold yet, though. Niles, your turn.
Yep. I don't like that he's hurting this dragon. I'm gonna run up and just like, not even with weapons, just punch this kobold. Just
Okay, you can do an unarmed strike on the
like
kobold.
Yeah, he's being a bully. I don't like it. That went through. Oh.
Kobold ducks your blow. Wallace, your turn.
Wallace approaches the doorway, not sure what's happening here. He sees only two monsters. He summons his flames towards the most dangerous one, make it erupt underneath the dragon.
Dragon tries to dodge out of the fires. Dex saving throw. He is consumed in 2 hit points of fire damage. Rage is building. Oops, that's not right. It was 22.
Very efficient fire.
Kobold was 6, and then the fire was 2, so 8 damage. Got it. And then after Wallace comes the kobold. The kobold's being struck and attacked on all sides and cornered and just wildly lashing out with his dagger. This time against Niles. Not enough to get 3 armor against Niles. Skim, your turn.
This time I'm gonna take my short sword out and just try to finish off this kobold. And that should probably do it. 25 to hit.
25. That finishes the kobold. He drops dead. The flames are licking up around the dragon. I'll put these behind him. The dragon's enraged. You don't know what he's going to do next, Skim.
And I'm gonna slowly. I use my action, so yeah, I'm gonna move slowly back, hoping that he realizes that I'm not a threat.
Turns out he's like in such a state of like self-defense and heightened danger. He lashes out with a rend against you, but you get away safely. Those talons are sharp, razor sharp, like a little kitten, only a dragon-sized kitten. After Gim, that runs over Finn.
I am going to hang out and not engage. I don't know. I'm just going to hang out. I'm going to. Are we attacking this thing or what? Are we fighting a dragon? And then that's it. You can.
After you comes the dragon, still in the height of fight or flight, still fighting. It is going to step away from the flames, which would provoke from you, Niles, if you want to take it.
I'm not gonna take it right now.
All right. Then he sucks in a breath and breathes out a cone of slowing breath, affecting Grim and Niles. Grim and Niles. 11 con save. You guys are going to be slowed.
11 con save. Ooh.
Grim resists it.
Niles
resists it. Okay, so you guys feel the lethargy, feel the slowing, but you're able to fend it off. Now the dragon's back in the corner there, sucking in air like he's wanting to breathe again. Niles, what do you want to do?
I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy and try and break through and like make my eyes and voice or make my voice louder and in Draconic, like try to talk it down or like scare it into like chilling out. I think I can get advantage on this if I try and scare it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a intimidate check. This is going to be really difficult. He's in such a heightened state of fight or flight that it's just going to make him fight more unless you just completely overpower him. DC on this will be an 18.
So this is with a +4.
Okay.
+4 for intimidation.
Okay.
Let's see. Nope.
Okay. He doesn't back down from that. Wallace, what do you want to do?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What does Wallace want to do?
Hello, sorry, my mic.
You're back. We hear you now.
I maintain concentration on this.
Move the fire underneath the dragon.
And I
keep it
here.
Okay.
And I say, what is wrong with you people? This dragon can endanger the lives of the civilians around here. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. After you comes Gim.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess we're trying to help this dragon here. I'm gonna stow my weapons, and if you'll let me, as my action, I'd like to try to calm this dragon down.
All right. What do you want to do to try and calm it?
Just kind of put my hands up in the air, show it that it clearly sees, make sure it sees that I'm stowing my weapons. I'm not trying to attack it. I'm not the kobolds.
This will be a persuasion check, DC 10.
Okay. I would like to use my inspiration before I.
Yeah, you get to decide after your roll. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
sorry,
you can re-roll. Those are re-rolls now, is what they're. Oh, nice. Yeah. So you stow your weapons, you raise your hands, and the dragon, as it is sucking in breath, and then it kind of calms down and it's breathing heavy, but it's looking at you, and it says in Draconic, "Who you?" In Draconic.
Oh.
I don't know if Gim knows that. Now, as you can respond if you want.
Yeah, I will respond and say, "This is Gim. I'm Niles. Who are you?"
The little dragon should have had his name handy. I bet there's a dragon name in here. His name is not directly translatable, but it's like a reperk sound. Like reperk is the closest common name to it.
So Gim. This is reperk.
Are you friends?
Friends. Friends, not kobolds, friends.
Looking around this room, Niles, you can see there's like this little hoard of treasure piled up. Maybe
Mhm.
25 gold pieces in total. And there's remnants of an egg. It's like this thing hatched not too long ago. And in addition, Niles, or maybe Gim, you spy something in that hoard. You're gonna draw from the magic item deck, but representing that with a d20 roll. So roll for me a d20 if you could, please. Gim.
Is that who is it?
Gim can roll it.
Yeah, that was Gim. Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
There are a pair of
That's
boots there. Very, very well crafted elven boots. It looks like these are probably boots of elven kind, and they allow you to have advantage on dexterity stealth checks. Of the four of you, would any of you like to own boots of elven kind? Roll d20 if you'd want them. I'll go to whoever rolls highest. Kim gets 6. Or you can also defer to the thief. Your choice, whatever you want to do.
I think the thief getting boots of elvenkind is pretty great.
Okay. Gim, do you want the boot? Oh, you rolled for it, so you do. Okay. Boots to Gim. So you'll, even though they are dwarven, even though they are elven boots.
Yeah.
Did
I
say
put them
thief?
on, and I'm disgusted as I put them on. Like,
Repik, I need to write this down. I think that's why it says his name was Repik.
Repik.
He is, as far as you can tell, just super young. How he even knows any words in Draconic, you don't know. Except there has been kobolds around, so they might have been teaching him words.
Mhm.
He knows a few kobold curse words he shouldn't be using at his age, but that's his vocabulary is very limited. And he says, "These, not my parents." Looking at the kobold.
No, not your parents.
Not my parents. I don't know where my parents are. And,
Oh,
he begins,
buddy.
tears begin to well up in his draconic eyes.
Yeah. I'll mark a ration. Give him a ration.
Oh, he chomps that down.
Guy.
He likes that, yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, while this is going on with those two talking closely, Finn, you can't help but notice that behind you, in this pile of yard sale debris, are some gold coins. There's 25 gold coins there that you guys are able to pick up. There's 25 gold coins also in the dragon hoard that the dragon seems to have no care about. Or does he? He's a dragon. He likes his coins. Taking the dragon's coins might need to negotiate that out a little bit. But the coins that the kobolds had, for sure, Finn, you can pick those up. And in addition to that, Finn, there's a magic item in there. So roll d20 for me.
Ooh.
Oh, interesting. It is a potion vial, and it is a potion of necrotic resistance. So if anyone would like a potion of necrotic resistance, roll d20. Or a 0 if you'll take it if no one wants it.
I'll take it. You can have it.
Anyone else want it?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Looks like it's going to go to Niles. Potion of resist necrotic.
Okay. I'll add that right now.
Necro. Okay. So the dragon, he's got his little hoard there, which, you're looking at that hoard and the dragon's looking at you, and he lets the boots pass, but he's eyeing those gold coins a little bit as he wipes away the tears and puffs up his pride.
Well, we didn't save him to rob him. I gave him a ration, so I think I can leave his 25 coins here. Say, little guy. Are there more kobolds around here?
He describes the kobolds that he's seen, and you'd surmise there might be some more. Maybe they're out hunting or doing some other things. You killed the majority of them, you would guess. He's not great at telling you everyone that was here, but you don't suspect there's a lot more of them.
Yeah.
Wallace digs deep on his memories, trying to recall anything regarding this type of dragon from any books he's read. He's not sure why his party is just casually talking with this thing.
So you are trained in Arcana, right, Wallace?
Yep.
I'll give you some information. Yeah. So dragons of this hue, he could be your red, but he more likely looks like a metallic. Probably of nature generally good, not evil. Still covetous, but otherwise good. And copper dragons, you search your memory and you think they're very friendly, very gregarious, very curious dragons.
In Greyhawk, do they still have that like chromatic evil and metallic good divide? Is that a Greyhawk thing as well.
That's what Wallace is recalling, as
Okay.
best he can recall.
Yeah, trusting his instincts, he will eventually let the fire sizzle out.
Okay.
Well,
And
I'll-
Kelvin, while we're playing, you can go to the journal, and if you look in the folders, there's a folder for spells. You can drag that spell 5-foot diameter fire out anytime you want to cast that spell in the future. There's some other ones there too that you can use, and the same goes for you, Finn, and anyone else who has spells like that.
Perfect.
Okay, so
awesome.
what do you guys want to do now? Got this dragon. He's kind of friendly with you. He doesn't live here,
I'll say,
although he does have a small horde.
Reperk, I'll say, if you want to take these coins with you, all interconic, I'll say we can put these in a bag for you. I think you need to come with us. I don't think you need to stay here.
The dragon seems to be like he's kind of got a little Stockholm syndrome. It looks like it's like this is his home a little bit, but he resigns himself to going with you. And in fact, he nudges over with his nose a good portion of the coins to you, Niles, and says, "This is for you." And he gives you guys 15 gold coins, leaving him 10 gold coins to start his new horde.
Amazing. I'll add that now. All right.
Gotta say, I love the new party inventory tab in D&D
Yeah.
Beyond.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh?
I've been throwing the gold and like the potion in there. Just it's handy.
Nice. Okay. Now, what do you guys want to do? You haven't
Well-
searched everything at all. I won't necessarily assume you're searching unless you tell me you're searching. You caught the glimpse of the gold coins and saw the magic items, but you haven't otherwise searched anything.
Okay. Well, definitely would like to search this little dragon area very thoroughly.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Very careful, thorough search. You don't find anything else of any value. So you've searched the dragon area completely.
I'll kind of, especially this yard sale spot. Now that I've found a couple things, I'm gonna dig through it a bit more.
You searched that carefully. Nothing else left of value in that room. This, just for you guys' reference, this area to the northeast that has the word cave in it, that is actually above, maybe 50 feet above the ravine floor. That's one of the higher level caves. So you'd have to go back out the door to get back up to that area.
Makes sense. I love the art from the dragon.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
The art for that dragon is excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So do we want to clear the left entrance of this little cave that we decided to come into before going to another one?
Yeah,
Good plan.
might as well.
So the dragon kind of
Yeah.
follows you, and he is really curious about this cat. He follows around that cat wherever it goes.
Great.
And I'm going to instruct Kitty to be kind.
Okay.
Kitty can talk. 1 second.
Yeah, Kitty can talk. The dragon can talk.
What's
So the
she in
dragon's
common?
trying to pick up words in common, and it's exceptionally smart. It's got probably more intelligence than a lot of you, even at his very young age. In fact, everyone but Wallace.
Yeah.
And so it's picking up common words really fast.
Kitty's pretty smart too. So Kitty's like taking on that role of teaching it.
Awesome. Okay.
Normally Kitty kind of like rides draped over my shoulders, like behind my neck, but
Mhm.
he's going to be kind of bouncing around and playing and chatting with the dragon.
Okay.
Did we just get a familiar for your familiar? All right. Coming back to the left, definitely looking for traps that maybe we didn't see. I'm a little wary of these kobolds having
Yeah.
been in here.
No more booby traps. You search that room. Nothing else of value there. The hallway ahead of you. You don't see any traps in it.
We head to the west of the entrance.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm happy
We're
to
here.
skip ahead.
Might as well
Check for
check
traps.
off this cave.
Watch him for
Yeah.
traps as you
Yep.
go. No other pits or other tripwires or anything of that nature. The cave, when you get to the place where you can see the cave to the west, it is full of refuse, piles of it. Piles of refuse piled up in that cavern. It smells atrocious. And then you see something disturbing crawling out from underneath some of the refuse is a enormous centipede. This thing is probably 6 feet long and poison dripping from its fangs. You see another centipede in there crawling around. These things are just crawling around the refuse, picking out other little rats and rodents and stuff like that and eating them. They haven't really paid attention to you, Gim.
Oh, guys, there's nothing here. Time to go.
A bigger picture of these guys.
I almost thought those were.
Yeah.
I thought that was a mustache for a second.
Giant mustache.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I thought.
It is a little bit. A little bit. Well, probably not a lot of gold to be had among centipedes. That's incredible.
And Gim will remember the Smithy's comment about ooze type
Oh, yeah.
stuff on weapons. So probably
Mhm.
not worth risking it.
Okay. Shall we find another cave?
Let's go.
Right.
All right. You come
If you can the dragon, I'll move it for you.
Oh, that's okay. As you guys come out of the cavern, you look around. You see there's a cave at the ground level to the across, basically over here, of course. Another one a little bit to the west. There's some caves above you, higher up. Which one you guys want to head toward?
I chose the last one. I'll let Gim choose this one if you want to choose.
There's one right ahead of us.
May as well.
Okay. As you guys are heading across the ravine, I'll put Gim kind of halfway across the rest, so you can kind of line up in marching order behind him. And your dragon is following behind you, kind of playing with Kitty. And then you guys hear, I think Jurassic Park roar just shakes the place. It's distant, but it is almost like to your core shaking you. And your dragon friend looks up and says, I have to go. Bye. And takes to flight and flies towards where that roar came from
Oh.
and is gone.
Oh.
Super
Really
glad
hope that's
we
not
saved
her
him.
mama.
Yeah. Glad
All
we
right.
didn't make mommy mad.
Right?
I take note of the direction of the sound.
Got it. Basically due north of here. Okay, so you got a cave across the way.
Continue on towards it.
Alright.
I was gonna
will,
all sit you guys out for that cave, and I'll tell you what you see. All right, let me draw in a little bit of the cave, what you can see from the outside. Very odd. There's like a streamer across the top of the cave mouth, and you see some torchlight illuminating the cave. It stinks. There's a horrendous racket of discordant voices echoing within. They appear to be singing quite badly in Goblin. They're too far away to make out the words exactly. And the way the sound is echoing, it's coming from both the right and the left. You're not sure where the actual origin is. And there's no one in the entryway there.
What do we think, Gim? Goblins on the menu?
Isn't everything
Yeah.
on the menu until we find these people?
Everything
That's
is.
right.
True.
think
Well,
that's
Gim
good.
is going to go slowly ahead, checking for traps and any sort of pitfalls. But I also speak Goblin, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to try to quietly listen in,
Okay.
just to see if I can recognize what's going on.
So from the cave mouth, you can't. It's too far away, discordant, and muffled to know what they're saying exactly. And from the cave mouth, you can't tell if it's coming from the left or the right. You see no traps in the floor, walls, or ceiling of the cave mouth. Torches lighting up the different spurs that go deeper in.
I will. I'll head in slowly, but
When you get to the intersection where you can see the different spurs, you can see a little bit of direction each way. And there's more light to the southeast, and some streamers. There's a dark tunnel to the west. It looks like a dead end tunnel to the south, filled up with refuse, some boxes, and yard sale type stuff. Stuff probably coming from wagons and things that have been stolen. And yeah, that's what you see from there.
I'm going to slowly make my way to the pile to the south, just
Okay.
to kind of check it out, see
Okay.
if I see anything in there.
While he moves up there carefully, puts you guys where you want to be.
Wallace moves closer to the side of the wall here, just hugging it tight.
Okay. And I guess there's a lantern down here, so I should reveal that. There's some torchlight down here, so you can see this western direction. And it turns with a passageway to the south and larger opening to the northwest. To the east, the tunnel is dark that direction. To the southeast, you see movement Niles, you're the first one to see it. A goblin steps into view, and picture the little guy. He is armed. He's got his jagged scimitar in hand. He's got more streamers that direction. And you see a table, and there's like a cake on the table right over here.
Oh. I think we found
When that
our
goblin
sweet-
sees you, Niles, he looks startled and looks at you and looks behind him and looks at you and is going to take off running, you think? So roll initiative.
I love it. This is for all of us, right?
All of you,
We're
yeah.
all in
All roll
we're
initiative, yeah.
calling out. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Nice, Finn.
PD tonight.
All right. So, Finn, you can assume Niles gives you, whatever signal you guys have for danger. You see that. You don't yet see what he saw. You go first, though. What do you want to do? As soon as you move forward a little bit, you can see that goblin way down that tunnel. You see the cavern behind him. You see him turning on his heel to run away. You don't see the far wall of the cavern, so there may be a way out of there.
All right. I say, oh no, stop.
Oh, no. You clock him in the back of the head with that. It does 4 damage, staggering him, but not stopping him. What's your cat do, Kitty?
I'm going to have him move down, but he's not going to engage.
After you comes Niles.
Say, I think you've got Umbrisk's cake, and I'm gonna fire off a firebolt at this guy.
13. That is just what you needed. And yeah, the fire incinerates him. Down he goes before you can get a foot further away from you.
Yep.
Everything's
I'll move up
quiet
my
again.
speed.
The singing is happening just as loud as it was before, and it still comes like it's coming from equal distance both directions. When you get to where you can see better into the room, Niles, and we're out of combat now, so you guys can all move freely. When you see better into the room, you can see there is a pathway out of it. There's some steps up, and it goes around a corner. And you also look around the room to see heaps of soiled bedding, tables, stools, all scattered around the room. You see clumsily wrapped, you would say wrapped, you're not sure what exactly you're looking at, but if you had to say, you'd say it's clumsily wrapped presents. They have some tattered ribbons, and they're all piled on a side table to the, like, near the north wall there. And then there's a half-eaten cake that looks like it's been dropped and otherwise poorly, maintained, sitting on that table. And it looks like there's the remnants of some letters on the cake too.
Oh, okay. I'll take a look at it. Does it look like it says like Mal or Lynn?
MAL are the letters you can see, yeah.
Yeah.
And they look like to be the first
Okay.
letters. So you're looking at
Yeah,
that,
okay.
looking around the room. Wallace, what do you want to do?
Well, I'll enter the room.
Okay.
Just looking around.
Yeah, you see all the same stuff. You guys haven't searched the room yet. You can start searching if you like.
That's what I will do. I will
okay.
Look for any details that
Yeah.
stand out.
Nothing of value that you note right away with a quick search, but you can see the quote gifts include maybe a bag of assorted teeth, a moist wad of chewed jerky, some foul smelling mushrooms. The cake itself looks very professionally made, just very poorly handled. Finn, what are you doing?
I'm going to move closer. And, there we go. And I'm going to dip a finger into the icing.
Okay. Oh, and furthermore, I should have told you guys this. And when you get here, the discordant goblin singing seems louder and coming from the south. And any of you 3 speak goblin? I think one of you does.
Wallace does.
Wallace does. It sounds like some sort of like birthday celebration and saying for some great leader. Gim, what do you want to do?
So not finding anything down
Yeah,
south,
yeah, you didn't find anything back there.
Yep, I'm gonna also follow the rest of the group, and I'm gonna see if I can head down.
Actually, I'm going to stop you right here, Gim. As you're sneaking around the corner, coming up behind your group, the discordant singing is loud and ringing in your ears, but you can't help but think you might have heard a whimper from the east in the darkness. You see some barrels that direction. It might have been from behind one of the barrels.
I'm going to stealthily walk.
Make a stealth check for me, Gim. You'll have advantage with your boots.
Sure.
It's a 12, I think. No, it's a 10. With advantage, it's 12. Okay. You are not seen by a young black girl who looks to be very hungry, kind of huddled in the corner there, cut up, badly bruised, and just kind of pitifully crying to herself a little bit.
I'm gonna kind of go reach into my pack, grab a ration, and slowly make my way and say, "Are you okay?"
You can see that she's bound up, tied up, so she can't move on her own. Can you untie me, please?
Sure. And I'll take my dagger out and undo the ropes that are binding
Oh
her.
my god, thank you so much. I thought I was dead for sure. The goblins, they said I was dinner.
Well, we can't have that now, can we?
You can hear them.
What's
They're horrible. They're foul. And you can see that she's been like kind of tortured a little bit by these goblins. It's not good. She's not in great shape. Might have like 1 hit point right now, on the edge of being dead, but they kept her alive because they're going to barbecue her later. So
what's your name?
I'm Malin.
Ah, your uncle's quite worried about you. Here,
I'm sure he
take
is. He
this
always
and
told
I'll
me not to
give
come
her-
this way.
Yeah, it's definitely not a vacationing spot for sure. And I'll give her a ration to see if she'll help ease her.
Yeah. She definitely ravenously eats those.
Okay. And I'll say just stay here behind the barrels. Rest I be right back. My party's right around the corner.
Okay. Okay.
And
Look in that barrel there. They were hiding one of the goblins was hiding something in there. I think keeping it from the
Okay.
other ones. Maybe you can use it.
all right.
And there's an
I
empty
will.
barrel beside her, but you can see something down in it. And you can roll
Okay,
d20 for
I'll-
me. We'll see what it is.
5.
5. That is a... Oh, it looks like some clothing. It is a common magic item. Some clothes of mending. So these are maybe the cleanest, best maintained, best tailored clothes in all of Goblinville. And that goblin was hiding them, probably to, look very dapper when he needed to. If anyone would like clothes of mending, these count as a consumable. So if you already got one and you don't want to get rid of it, don't roll for them. They don't really do anything except look great all the time. So,
Yeah.
would anyone like clothes of mending?
I will pass.
I mean, I'm wearing poor commoner's clothes. I'll take a clothes of mending.
So for now, Finn wants them, and Wallace, you can roll a d20 if you'd like to try to get them.
I'm happy to.
Happy
There
to
you
give
go,
them.
perfect.
All right,
Hey,
Finn, you got clothes of mending now.
No, Wallace did. Wallace rolled one above me.
16.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I meant Wallace. I said Finn. Wallace got clothes of mending. Yeah. Okay. She looks at those clothes, Gim, that you pull out of there, and she says, "Oh, I thought it'd be better than that."
I'm like, yeah. I mutter under my breath. I'm just like, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And then I turn. Also, I'll turn around and I'll
Considering what I
unwrap
was
her.
wearing before, it's definitely better than that.
Well, that's fair. But I'll tell the rest of the group, that she's
All right. The goblin party's going, and it seems like the crescendo of the happy birthday song has ended, whatever the goblin version of that is. And they're quieter now. You're not sure what they're doing, but it was coming from the south.
Oh, we've got to break this party up.
I hugged the wall cautiously, trying to approach this the sound of this noise.
Okay. You get to
Seeing
where
that
you can see around the
there's,
corner. Yeah, you can see the hallway ends in a door there at the end of the hall.
There's a door.
Oh, yeah.
The worst enemy of parties.
I doubt there's a dragon behind this one, though. So let's go break this party up.
If you want to kick the door in, you can set up your march order when you want to do that. And then once you're happy where you're standing, just let me know. Say the word and you kick the door and I'll tell you what you see.
Is there a lock?
No lock on it.
No lock on it. Okay.
Yeah, I can be up front if we want to kick it open and start slinging spells and drawing weapons. Just come in firing.
Right here. I'm good where I am.
All right, now as you're kicking it open.
I am.
All right, everyone roll initiative.
All right.
I've never rolled 2 1s for initiative ever before. Great.
All right, so when you open the door, you see a a goblin boss. In this rowdy chamber, the bossy goblin with a party hat and a kazoo sitting on a wooden throne with a lopsided cushion, and goblin celebrants with cake-stained faces dancing below. The goblin on the throne leaps to her feet and barks, "Briark!" And all the goblins kind of pause there for a second and lower their weapons for a second. Let me roll their initiative. So the goblin closest to Niles, he kind of lowers his weapon, and then the goblin to the north of him lowers his weapon, and then the goblin by the boss. Did they all beat you? What did you guys roll for initiative?
Yeah, we all were terrible.
Wow, they
Pretty
rolled
badly.
high. Those goblins all rolled high. And then the boss there, they all basically lower their weapons and look at you kind of dumb-faced. Wallace, what do you want to do?
Oh.
Again, Wallace, you speak goblin, right?
Yeah, I speak of.
Yeah, Briark is more like kill than surrender, or
Yep.
we give up.
Well, hearing that sound, I focus my gaze towards the leader, making flames erupt from his chair.
The leader jumps up into the air. Ooh, 21 dex. Avoiding the flames as they dance around the chair. And after Wallace goes, Finn, your turn.
Where is the fire? I don't see the.
So it's right,
Man,
right on the
I'll put it
chair of
down.
the goblin, right there.
Okay. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Eldritch Bolt, you can step down, get a look, and then fire. And then Niles, your turn.
Yeah.
So they all dropped their weapons?
They
Like
didn't
she
drop
said
them. They all
Briark?
lowered them.
You know, lowered it, and then, well, I mean, these guys are chaotic evil. We have to kill them. I'm going to fire a firebolt in through this doorway now that we
Okay.
kicked it open.
Fire away.
Try to hit the leader.
Oh my god, the
Ooh.
leader doesn't like the looks of that. It's redirecting that attack. Creature you see targets you with an attack, choose smaller melee, element 5 feet, swap space, they becomes target. Leader jumps out of the way of your incoming firebolt, throwing their buddy into the chair that then takes the brunt of that firebolt and then dies in the fire. The whole throne is up in flames, black smoke billowing up along the ceiling. One goblin down.
Didn't want 12 damage? To
No.
myself?
After your turn, Alice, give him your turn.
I'm going to, because they're not scattering, to look to here, and I'm going to use my short bow on this one to the north right there. And that will be a 14
Hit.
to hit.
4 damage.
All right. 4 damage.
All right, the goblins seeing their roost did not work, grab their shields, grab their weapons, their shields nearby, their weapons, and rush forward to attack. The first goblin closest to Gim jumps over that brazier that's on the ground there, tries to bury his scimitar into you, Gim. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Quite an attack. 8 slashing damage. 1, 2, and then you fall to the ground.
Yep.
3, 4. It moves north of the door, Niles. You're not sure where he's at exactly as he's north of that door there, but you suspect he's close. Then we have a goblin back there that just got shot by Gim. This one is going to instead go for his bow, and then he's going to step down here, fire his bow at Niles, who has cover, so your armor class is even higher. Niles is going to take a hell of a shot to hit you. Misses, then ducks back out of sight, and then the boss is going to go. The boss fishes her bow out of the flames and then takes a shot all the way back at Finn, way in the back there with her short bow, which she fires pretty quick. Finn, you have cover, so the first shot, though, hits you, even with the cover, does 3 piercing damage to you. And then the second shot with her short bow hits as well for 7 more piercing, dropping Finn to the ground. And then the goblin by the boss, she calls it to her side, and it's got its shield and scimitar ready to defend his goblin boss. Wallace, your turn. Wallace, looking around you, you see Gim lying dying in the doorway. You see Finn lying dying behind you. You and Niles hugging the wall to the north, out of sight mostly of the goblins. What do you do?
Well, seeing chaos ensue, I'm trying to. Wallace backs a little bit further away. With my I look at this brazier, and with a summoning of my hand, black tar explodes in the area covering it as I'll cast grease, trying to hinder them. If I can find it. Yeah.
Go ahead and drag that spell icon there where you want the grease to be exactly. You got some deck saves for the guys there. I'll move it back to the map layer. There we go. Okay, so the goblin on the north, deck save to stay standing, which it makes. And then the goblin boss, deck save to stay standing, also makes. Deft little fey creatures these goblins are.
Is the are these braziers on fire?
Yes, so yeah, you want to burn up your grease basically effectively?
Right.
Okay.
Right. I just want as much chaos as possible.
Got it. Okay, so that'll they don't fall, but you do cause the grease to burn. So roll your bonfire twice. We use that damage on the two of these guys. Northern one is a 2, and it's 2. And the southern one is a 6. And they'll get a save to have it instead of negating it. So dex save for the northern one. He does have it. He only took 1. And then dex save on the southern one. Dex. God, these guys are quick. It's amazing what these goblins are doing.
And I just move back to cover.
And then Finn,
it's my turn.
You're dying, so we'll do you first. Death save.
Hold on. There we go.
That is a success. And then you're familiar.
Can he do anything to help me?
I'm sure he's very smart. He can try and medicine you. 15 on the wisdom check to try and stop your dying.
Yeah, let's do that.
If you had a potion, you could pour it down your throat, but you don't really have that. There you go. Boom. You are stable. Put a green 3 on your guy so that we know you're stable. That's Finn. Niles, your buddy Gim, lying dead in the doorway or dying in the doorway. What do you want to do?
I'm going to grab him by the back of the shirt.
You can move at half speed, dragging him, yeah.
Okay. I don't think I can grab him and close the door, though.
You can, yes, you could. You could drag him. That's a free interaction. Move him. That's, 10 feet of movement.
Yep.
Shut the door as your action, and then take the rest of your move.
Shut the door. Well, I'm not going to use the shut the door as the action then.
Okay.
I'm going to just drag him against the wall and then use my action to do lay on hands.
Boom.
On him.
Go ahead and do that. Is that 5?
Yep. That should come through.
Gim, you you can just tell us how much of it is you're doing. All 5?
I'm so sorry. I said lay on hands. I meant cure wounds.
Okay. Go do your cure wounds.
My bad.
No worries.
I meant, casting cure wounds.
11. That's nice. Gim, the breath of life comes to you just before your turn. What do you want to do?
Nice. All right. Well, add my hit points back for sure.
The door's still open.
Okay. So I'm going to just move back down here. And I'm going to, with my short bow, I can still ping this goblin straight ahead of me. So that's what I'm going to do.
All right. She'll redirect the attack to her ally, so you can shoot on the other goblin.
That's a 13.
That's a miss, unfortunately. He's got his shield up and not missed him. All right, after Gim. You can keep moving, of course. After Gim, the goblin's going. So the one close is going to duck around the corner here and attack Niles. He comes there, does his scimitar on you, Niles. Missing you, does his nimble escape, bonus action to disengage, and then the next goblin. One to the north here, he's got his bow. He's going to come down, shoot again with a long or a short bow. Arrow flies by you again, narrowly missing you. The boss steps forward here. Boss had her bow. Fires twice quickly. Short bow on Gim. 23 connects. 6 points of piercing Gim. Oh, then you dodge the next one. Then she steps back to there. And then the final goblin. This is her bodyguard. He's got his shield. He's got his scimitar. So he's going to step in front of her to give her cover and take the dodge action. That'll be the dodge icon. The wrench. Dodge a wrench. Wallace, your turn.
All right. Wallace steps into view once more, sending a flames towards the dodging goblin.
All right. He's around class 15 and disadvantage on the attack. Oh, but it doesn't matter because you're just doing flames. Tries to dodge with his dex or tries to use his dex. Looks like he does. Doesn't take the flame. And then Finn. Finn, you're stable over there. I'm going to let you roll anyway. If you roll 20, you'll regain consciousness. Roll a death save. I always don't like it that once you're stable, you can't get that auto death save thing happening. Okay, so you don't get any worse, but you don't come back to consciousness. And you're familiar.
I don't really want to send him in.
Yeah, try and think of what he would do on his own. Play it, you're that.
Yeah.
You're Kitty now, not following any directions from Finn.
And very intelligent, to be honest.
Yeah, he is. Second best in the party.
You know what? I think he's going to move a little closer to be ready to go in if other people do.
Okay. Niles, your turn.
Yeah, I realized after getting Gim up that our buddy in the back is still down, so I'm going to move back towards Finn on the ground and kind of in Draconic. We'll play this as laying on hands. It's like a Draconic blessing and say rise in Draconic and use 1 point of lay on hands to get him up
Okay.
as a bonus action.
Hooray!
Gim, your turn.
And
You can keep
wait,
moving,
was that
Niles.
a bonus action?
It is just a bonus.
action?
You're right. Yeah, you have your full action left.
Yeah. So I will do that and then step kind of in front of him so that he won't be shootable, and then just fire off a firebolt. I guess this would be with disadvantage for the Dodger, right?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. We'll give it a shot. Ah,
No. Okay, Gim, your turn.
Short bow to one up here to the north.
Okay.
That is a 20 to hit
Dropped him.
for 6 piercing. And I'm going to actually move back 1.
After Gim, Goblin's turn. Okay, so we got the Goblin in the doorway. 1, 2. Where'd you guys all go? 3. Stabs at the cat. 15 to hit the Sphinx for 8 slashing. Nimble escape. 1, 2, 3. And then the boss is going to go. She steps to here. Lets loose a volley of arrows. First one on Gim. Missing. Second one on Gim. Missing. Both of them miss you, Gim. She steps back behind her cover. Then the goblin that is her cover gets out of the flames, but keeps dodging. And then Wallace, your turn.
Wallace, again, getting closer, sending the flame towards the underneath the boss.
The boss, okay. She'll try and dodge that with the dex saving throw, which she makes.
And I take cover behind the wall.
Then Finn, your turn.
I'm going to groggily stand up, holding my head. Where is turning off that icon? Also turn that icon. Can I see through that door?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see the lowermost goblin who's dodging and hiding behind his shield.
Okay.
Holy cow, that didn't save him, though.
wow.
That dropped him. 9 force damage finished him.
It's a huge roll.
Finn was unimpressed.
What a
with
shot.
What had happened there. And I'm gonna
With
move
1
over.
hit point.
Yeah.
And then Familiar?
The help action.
Oh, okay. Cat flies around to help. Niles, your turn.
Nick. Oh, well, hearing that, I think I have exactly 30 feet of movement to get there. Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll get right up to this goblin and swing with advantage. Sorry, this is taking a while to update.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Jeez, that goblin goes down.
Wow.
What?
Oh my god.
That's obscene.
Yeah.
He explodes.
I don't even know.
that's
I don't even know why I gave you guys
that's a-
inspiration. You
yeah.
haven't used it, and you're just rolling lights out. Niles, I'll move you. It didn't move on my screen. You might have to reload possibly. After you do that, use your movement. Did you action anything for your bonus?
No, that's my turn.
Okay, after Niles, Gim.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, Niles has it covered. So
The best part is
good.
none of you saw that. So you know, Niles
Nobody.
is all braggy
Yeah.
afterward,
Hold
but
on.
none of you saw what happened.
It
Idiot
just
saw that.
sounded like throwing a bag of trash against the wall as it just like exploded.
So I'm gonna walk forward 1, 2. I can pass through friendlies, right?
Yeah, friendlies don't take. They're not difficult terrain anymore in 2024.
Okay. Yeah. So 5, 7, 50. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna look around, scratch my head, figure out what happened to everyone.
There's just that one
And
goblin boss left.
Yep.
Standing in the bonfire.
Short bow. Yep. That is a miss.
Yes, okay. The boss's turn. She goes running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And Wallace, your turn. Should probably make her hidden since you guys can't see her all the way over there. What do you want to do,
Hearing the
Wallace?
sound of footsteps running away,
Mm-hmm.
I backpedal, concerned with the woman we left.
Oh.
So I will just dash that way.
Yeah, take all your movement. Finn, you see Wallace go running by you. What do you want to do?
First, I'm just going to let you guys know that Kitty witnessed what happened there, and
Yes.
I have a telepathic bond. And the first thing Kitty said was, "What the fuck?" And then
What the-
6.
Okay, after Finn, Niles.
Kitty.
Seeing hopefully what they're doing, I'm gonna
And Finn,
chase
you
after
can
the
see
boss.
the boss now when you get to there. Niles, you can double move. And then Gim, your turn.
Yep.
While Niles is moving.
I'm gonna also move in the direction that I know the boss went into, and I'll double
Okay.
move.
The boss steps out to here, sees Finn, hears Gim, hears Niles coming. You know, you can tell she feels cornered. She carefully moves north into this larger cavern back here, kind of into the darkness of the cavern. And then Wallace, your turn. Wallace, Finn can tell you he saw her. He's pointing to the west.
I move towards the west. I
Mhm.
hug this wall here
'Kay.
and dodge. So I'll
All
just
right.
be here.
After you comes Finn.
Do I happen to have line of sight from here?
Yeah, and you got a light spell going too?
I do.
6. Okay, so you can see into this chamber a little better now. And it's a little disconcerting because there's like giant webbing deeper into the cavern. And this goblin, when you get your light shining on her, she is up against the north wall of the cave and has picked up a rock and is holding it in her hand and looking at you and looking deeper in the cave and then looking at you. What do you want to do, Finn?
Just want to quickly read one thing. Okay. Okay. Well, we know what I'm going to do.
Man. Ooh.
Holy mackerel. 5 damage. Got it.
Did you build your thing?
Yeah, they're wrong. They're broken, I'm sure.
Just
All right.
20.
As soon as that Eldritch Bolt streaks in and hits her, she staggers a little bit, but then she takes that rock and hurls it deeper into the cavern, like this direction where I pinged just now. And you hear it clatter back there in the cavern. And then you hear something moving, like a little skitter sound. Something's coming from around that corner, Finn. Niles, what are you doing?
I'm sure it's fine.
Is that skitter obvious to me, being kind of like
Yeah,
near this area?
you saw her throw it. Yeah, and you saw that you were the same thing as Finn did.
Oh. Okay. Well, this seems like firebolt territory then.
Fire away.
Yeah.
16. That actually missed.
Ooh.
Yeah, 17
Okay.
looks like armor class. Gim. your
Yeah.
turn.
Wait.
Oh,
Wait.
oh, okay, that hit.
Oh.
That hit and did 4 fire damage to her. Now, Gim, your turn.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna come out this way, right to there.
Okay, so you can see a little bit better into the room. You got light coming from Finn. That's about the extent of Finn's light, so that's about as far as you can see.
All right, perfect. I'm gonna hit the boss with the short bow, and
Nice.
that is
Ooh,
22 to hit for 4.
4, got it. Finish your move where you
Okay.
like. Round 7 starting. You guys hear that skittering sound now starting to gain acceleration. The boss, she picks up her bow and fires it at Gim. Short bow on Gim. 14 connects, does 7 damage, dropping Gim. Then second short bow shot on the flying kitty. It flies
No.
wide to kitty. And then the skittering sound reveals itself. Gim can't give you a warning, but kitty immediately alerts Finn like a second before you see it as a long segmented leg, kind of white in coloration, comes around the corner and pulls a big bulbous body of a giant spider around the corner.
Ooh.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The thing is looming, it's like on the wall there, crawling around the wall over Gim's body. It gets to a place where it can see all of you, and it shoots out webs at the closest, the cat. Which you see restrained till webs are destroyed. Make a 13 dex save for Kitty to avoid them.
Nope.
It's not a magical effect, so she is
Can
restrained.
use my inspiration?
Say, no. That's a good point, though. No,
I
she
didn't
cannot.
think so, but
Okay, so Kitty's restrained there in the webbing, basically like plastered against. I'll just put Kitty right here, plastered against the wall in webs. Restrained condition. There's a web icon Right there. That's the boss is gone. The spider's gone. Wallace, your turn.
Wallace moves closer, trying to get an angle on the webbing, igniting it with my flames.
Very good. That will do.
Nice.
It's going to do your bonfire to both of them again. They can both save for half again. 4 to the boss. Dex save to dive out of the way. It does again. Takes 2. And then on the spider, dex save. It does not get out of the way. You can roll another roll for it. See if there'll be a different amount of damage. Hopefully more for you. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Not more. But that burns up a lot of the webs basically in the area that you can see. They go up in a flash of fire. After Wallace. Ben, your turn.
Hexing the spider.
Okay, hex on the spider.
And I
Any ability in
believe that's
particular?
bonus, yeah. Dex.
Dex, okay.
Nice. Nice.
And I am going to use one of my luck points.
Luck is different, unfortunately. Now, let me click it, and we'll see what it does. Then you can decide. But luck now grants you advantage or disadvantage. So you have to decide before you roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Whereas you can use your inspiration after the fact to reroll.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Okay.
So, get rid of that inspiration. And now I'll use luck.
Go for it. This will be with advantage. Oh my god, nice shot. 12 points of force and necro damage. Cuts a big swath, big gash through the spider.
And then I'm going to move, and although I don't have actions left, I'm going to try and free Kitty.
Trying to desperately claw at the webs. Kitty's
Yeah.
turn.
And then Kitty gets to roll. What is it to get free?
Let's see. Restrain until the webs are destroyed, actually, now. So Kitty can attack the webs, but you already did your attack, so not this round.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your turn and Kitty's turn. Niles, your turn.
I'm gonna move up to Grim, and I'll do 1 point bonus action, laying on hands.
Got it.
Just to get him up, kind
Yep.
of drag him back at half speed. So that was 1 square up. This is 3 squares to move back. 2
Okay.
squares, and then I'm gonna fire off with my action a firebolt to the goblin boss.
All right.
I clicked on Gim. Sorry, I'll click back on my guy to fire this firebolt off. As the flames kind of erupt from my eyes, and
17 is what you needed. That connects. That burns the goblin boss, whose party hat finally burns up in flames as it falls to the ground.
ooh,
The kazoo
Yeah,
rolls
that's
against
my-
a rock.
it's my turn. I want that kazoo.
Did I put Gim in the right spot? Is that where you wanted to put him now?
Yep. Yeah. I wanted to bring him back
Okay.
away from the spider. Didn't want him dragged away.
Gim, your turn.
All right. I'm gonna get up and move over here. And try to ping this spider. Would I be able to hit the spider from one more back, Tom?
Yep. Right. 15. Not connected. 4 points of piercing. After Gim,
And
the spider.
Oh.
We'll come 1, 2, 3. And it comes up to Niles and tries to sink its deadly looking venom covered fangs into Niles.
Ooh.
Niles just shoves it aside with his shield. And Wallace, your turn.
Seeing the giant spider, Wallace summons more flames underneath it.
It dances and dodges and tries to get away, raising its body high up in the air above the fires and takes no damage. Ben, your turn.
I'm going to. Ooh, this thing might have reach. Whatever. I'm going to.
That will not hit.
Guessing 11. Yeah.
Niles, your
That's
turn.
it.
Yeah, I'm going to. Oh wait, I don't want to step on Kitty's turn.
Kitty Kitty can't really do
Kitty-
anything.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure.
Yeah.
Yep. This is longsword territory now. We're face to face with a giant spider.
That's a hit. That's a hit. That will finish it with one blow, Niles.
Ooh.
Down goes the spider.
And
You're
I'll turn and hack the webbing off of Kitty too.
all right.
Cool.
You guys are victorious. You have the dead goblin boss. You got the whole chamber full of dead goblins behind you. You've got the spider web-filled chamber. A lot of the webs burned up, though, so let me draw the rest of that chamber for you because you can kind of look into it better with some light. Go. And then to your east, of course, Mallin's peeking around the corner, Wallace, when you turn around and look back. And she's wide-eyed and can't believe she just saw adventurers adventuring.
Wallace approaches Malin, pats her on the shoulder. You're safe now. Goblins are dead.
Thank you so much. What do you guys want to do
See it.
now?
Let's see what was on that goblin boss besides a kazoo and a bow.
Let's see here. You got the kazoo, you got the bow, yeah.
So that hat's definitely gone, Tom.
It's charred pretty bad. You got a mending spell, Finn?
I do.
Have at it.
There you go.
The goblin has no treasure honor besides the hat and the kazoo.
I'm definitely adding the kazoo as a war trophy.
Tom, can you pop up the picture of the goblin with the hat again? I'm just
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
screenshot
sure.
real quick.
Sure.
Kazoo. 1Z for kazoo.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So that throne behind her with the little, sideways cushion, that thing is like roaring in flames. You can hear it crackling and burning behind you. In the chamber behind, you have the whole spider lair that you could explore. Where you want to go, we want to do.
Well, let's search the area.
Search the
Yeah.
the spider area. Let's see here, the dead end tunnel. Nothing of value back there, but you find a secret door back there. There's a part of the wall right here that pivots. Big stone block that you could actually turn.
Ooh.
Nothing of any value though in the chamber. And then you have so you've searched this area, those boxes. There's nothing there. You haven't searched Malon's area nor the big room with the throne in it yet.
Yeah, definitely the big throne room with all the dead goblins.
Okay, back there is.
Yeah, I'll help look for stuff.
It looks like there was let's see here. Stashed under the throne's ragged cushions are a fine tapestry sewn with silver and gold threads. It's burned up now, unfortunately. But there's a magic item there that has withstood the flames. Wallace, roll d20 for me. 17.
There you go.
Oh, actually, no. When you're looking back at the goblin boss, just as you're walking away and it's stabbing treasure, you look more carefully at that bow she has. It's a +1 short bow.
Ooh.
Would anyone like a +1 short bow? Roll d20.
I think we have just the guy for that. There he is.
So, Gim, you'd have to ask someone else to take that for now and loan it to you because you can't have 2 magic items yet.
Do you want to? Is there a way to swap out the boots? I guess
Yep.
that's.
Yeah, you can give the boots to someone else in the party. You want to do that?
If I, Gim, if you want to take the bow, I can wear the boots, and that'll cancel out my disadvantage for stealth. That's
Well, when Gim
cool
gives
here.
up the boots, it has to be re-rolled by everyone. But of course, no one wanted the boots, so you probably get them.
Oh, got it.
So bow +1, Gim?
Yeah.
Okay, then boots given up. Anyone in the party can take the boots. Roll if you want them, or type a 0 if you'll take them and no one wants them.
I rolled a 1.
Looks like you still are the only one who's rolling. So Niles has boot
Of elven kind.
of Allan
I
kind.
found
Yeah.
a door behind this throne room.
There is a door behind the throne room there. And that would actually be a good breaking point. Malon's begging you to take her home if you could. And it'd be a good
Oh, yeah.
point for us to break for the night, too, if you guys want to do that. Or we could break for the night here in the cave. Your choice.
What's your stance on coming back to it being in the same status after we return Malon?
Well, you don't know. You'll find out when you come back.
Yeah. Good point. Well,
So why don't you guys take a vote? You can vote to stay and keep adventuring, and we'll just pick up here next time we play. Or you can vote to head back, in which case you might gain a level. You will get, every powers back, you get reward from Allan's return, etc.
I think we can short rest in this room and end it in there.
I may
So
wanna
if you
think
want to
about returning
stay, move your token 1 square up. If you want to head back, move your token 1 square down.
Okay. I gotta find my token again.
Oh, you guys are all right here.
There we are. Yeah. I'm good for moving
Just
up.
to add some
50-50.
50-50. What do we think, Kim?
The guys with
There's
1 hit point are
like-
voting to
No
go
worries.
back.
Finn, you're a warlock, right? Like you get spell slots on a short rest.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
me.
I think I'm gonna crawl back.
Well, I
is what
think
I'm gonna do.
the tie vote goes to people who want to return because
I think so too.
you can't
Yeah,
force
it
them
makes
to keep
total
adventuring if they don't want to.
Well,
Good
and
point.
I'm
Okay.
absolutely willing to keep adventuring, but my thought process is the primary reason we came here was to save her.
Yep, you'll
So taking her
take her back to a
seems like
nice
the right choice.
reward.
Yeah, and then we can come
That's a
back
good
in.
call.
Okay,
That's a good call. That's a great call.
We can definitely. Yeah, I mean, we can always come back. I mean, we are gonna come back.
you are coming back
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah, next time we play in a week, you'll be back here or similar cave, similar close. And you guys will gain a level, so you can update your guys to second level. Send me your updates when you have done that. The total gold, you got a reward of 50 gold for bringing back Malin. The tavern keeper, takes up a collection, takes all the coin he has in his drawers, and gives you over 50 gold for saving his niece. Then you have 52 more, so you have 102 gold. 102 divided by 4 is going to be 20. We'll call it 26 gold pieces each.
Amazing.
Then we have a +1 bow to Gim, potion of resistance, and boots of unkind Niles, and clothes of mending to Wallace, and that's it. Nicely done, guys.
Great adventure, Tom.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Cool.
Yeah, really great. What was the gold total one more time? per person?
26 gold each.
All right, there it is.
26 gold each. We'll play same time next week. I will try and recruit another player, so we'll have 5. Although it would nice with 4, but I like to always have 5 just to give you guys a chance if anyone starts dropping.
Makes sense.
All right, good night, guys.
All right.
Awesome.
Good night.
Thanks so much for hosting. See you guys in the chat.
Thanks, Tom.
Bye.